And good evening, everyone. Pardon me, I noticed the time and I was like, oh shit, sprinting over here because I was petting Sable at the time. Oh, pardon me. It is indeed shrimp time. By the way, as you can see, as more everyone's have joined the fray, we have the army appearing here. I've had a lot of fun, like, figuring out where these are going. Maybe I need to find some way to change the timing on them, but I'll figure it out. But hey, Melamamaduro. Hey there, Joseph. Hey there, Shrinklehead. Hey there, Snowman. Hope y'all have had a good week. Hi, Sable, in my face. She was the big chicken wanter earlier. I was eating chicken with dinner, and guess who was, really just haunting me for that? So I'll get that hydrated in right now. Ah. And, yep, stretch. I have stretched today, don't worry. I've been drawing today. That's the thing. I draw, I stretch. I stretch a lot, and even with how much I stretch, my body just still is cacophonous. I got like, I'd say 2/3 to 3/4 done with work on the Ebby one model in terms of the modeling side. I still gotta figure out exactly how I'm gonna animate the blink on it and how many toggles I want to do, because like that's the big thing is like, what do I want to do in both of those? How do I want to animate the blink? There's a few options that can happen there. They can be very silly or very real. So there's Stevie going first. Ugh. But yes, the shrimp skins are here. All the shrimps are here. And if anyone else makes them, I will add them here too. Eventually there might be too many, and I'll figure something out for that. Maybe I'll make them, like, mostly at my home kind of thing. Oh yeah, the 3 shrimp combo Chad. There we go. Oh god. Scrimp tank. That could work too. Hey there, Yummiba. Welcome in. Pardon me. I also just finished eating, because I had, like, I kind of lost track of time while working on art. It's weekend, which means I get to work on my art. I choose my projects. And, well, like said, I got decently through that one already in terms of the modeling side, but models are much simpler when they're not people, is what I gotta say. Of course, like, it's not even a mirror design. It's just been going really easily, because I'm mostly using it as, like, kind of a buffer project, because modeling has been exhausting. Modeling is tiring and kind of boring, honestly, especially when you have to do hair. I hate doing hair. But, getting to do a little side project like that has been really nice. But, honestly, I'm good to take a break, to tell you that much. I just really should have actually taken a break a little earlier. Because unfortunately, yeah, I do that, and then I finish up my dinner barely and roll into stream. Non-human characters need more love. They do. They knew. The little guys need to be represented, beloved even. I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for TTS on that front. Like, how expensive, how much it'll be. Because, well, TTS can be fun, but also, it can be disruptive. I'll have to figure it out. It'll come in time. Hey there, Dark Menace. Yes, there are other ships now, other shimps, scrimps, scamps, little guys. The gang is all here. Now, I did do one little change before we hop into Vintage Story. I turned off the recipes limited to classes thing because it's just me. And fuck you, game. I want a sewing kit so I can make an actual nicer bed. That's what I would say about things. Script skin update just hit. Hey, forget Minecraft. We got fucking Fortnite going on here. What's his name's voice from Hunt Down the... Oh, God. Oh, God, if that's an option. Oh, my God. I would love to... You know that if I do that, there's gonna have to be the you fucked up my face redeem where it gives the shrimp the scars and stuff. I gotta still buy the TTS thing and mess with it and see how it works, because now you're tempting me, if that's an option in there. If not, it's probably just gonna be Moonbase Alpha voice. Microsoft Sam. Eat your heart out, everyone. That's all I can say. Make him perpetually fried. I do a fried one. Will from afar. I'll have to Google that one. John Madden. Can't go wrong with that voice is all I can say. It's just a classic. Actually, let me do one thing real quick. There we go. Chain that recipe saying makes sense when playing solo. I just forgot to hit that one. Because it was like, it's a thing, and then I forgot, because I've just been playing this for a while as it is. AU. Constantly sounds like it's yelling at you. Alright, let me put that down in a notepad. We're gonna short Half-Life 1 up, and I'm about to finish it. Ooh, nice. I hope the map comes out nicely. Hello, Goober. Hello, Winter Home. It's very cozy, right? And we are in the middle of... So, because I did that one change, we're gonna really quick check what it takes to make a nicer bed. I know it's like planks and a few things. The shields. I wish that sometimes the categories would be... You know... I wish there would be folders or something in this just a little. Not the cozy bed. We need just a wooden bed. Okay, we need linen normal stitches. Which is made through crafting those together. I'm trying to remember my organization because it's actually been a few weeks since I've gotten to play. Hey Ambrosia, welcome in. Mostly, I feel very satisfied because I posted on YouTube and in my Discord, I got through some big commissions. And yeah, that is a very good multiplayer option, especially if you have one guy who's gonna play your medic. So we need the bed. We need 3 hay, which is from 12 grass. First of all, you can't pause mechanic during temporal storms just for the funny reference material. Honestly, I could imagine that being a good one. That sounds like a great mod idea. And by great, I mean terrifying. Okay, so we need planks. On this day of days, we need planks. Nice looking metal, thank you. I actually gotten to render metal like that in a while, so it was kind of a good refresher. How's the stink maxing going? We just got started on the stink maxing. Well, let's check things. Rift activity is calm. We just need to get a little wood. We need to get a little maple. The sun is starting to roll out. It's a little chilly. It's minus 14 C out, actually. It's kind of a lot chilly. But honestly, it was really nice to draw metal again, because I don't get to do it too frequently. I'm one of those artists who isn't scared of drawing armor and metal and stuff. Like, I actually did all the art for my D&D game for the players before, so you know. We had a paladin in the group, which means that, well, I'd learned how to do some plate armor proper for that. And it's kind of like... It's one of those more kind of therapeutic, sort of things to draw in a way, because, like, harsh contrasting materials like that really give you a lot of leeway to make things look beautiful. Hey, good evening, Sunbro. Well, you can also see, you are now here. Creator deity of the D&D campaign. I mean, I was also the DM of that game, so kind of already. So, I need to get back to that game someday. It's between all of our schedules streaming, and, well, I had a bit of burnout there. No one tells you this when it comes to tabletop, but sometimes, there's gonna be that one little thing that's gonna be difficult for you as a DM that just makes your brain stop working, right? Kind of like how I keep complaining about the model work I'm doing with hair. I wanted to keep a very consistent aesthetic, so it was either finding or making maps to fit that. Because I didn't want to half-ass it. I wanted to keep things very consistent. That was the thing that just kind of got to me. It's just, I learned to hate doing maps. It's not the hardest thing to do. It's just most of the programs for making maps for D&D are tedious as hell and very dated. And not the fun kind of dated. Not the enjoyable kind of dated. Alright, we're still, like, not entirely done with the house. It's gonna look like a little bit of a shit shack still. It's gonna be like a big... I almost almost want to do like one just giant slant this way, but I don't think so. I think we'll still stick with a normal crown to the house. Got script customization before GTA 6. And yes, your little Sunseeker is here. He is here to praise the sun and hopefully not be deep fried. Actually, no, I need a saw. What am I doing? So, probably when we're in the middle of things and don't have much to do, we're gonna do a little chiseling. Just a little. Just a teensy bit. Not too much. Alright, that's all we need for that for now. We'll leave the rest of those, so... Does this... And then there's the cloth. Is that the wrong one? No. Okay, that's what. Not enough wood. We have a nicer bed now. Let's put this upstairs, even if we can't use it yet. We need a roof. Oh my god, that is a pretty cozy looking bed though. I didn't know we could do the little embroidery like that. By that I mean to say our character. Honestly, making like a little bit of a wood frame for this could be kind of cute, I think. Hold on, let's move this over one more. The question is, do I want it right under the window or do I want it over here? Because like this, I think the window would make it a weirdly central location. This kind of gives us a nice little spot. We need to finish the roof, which means more tool. Because, oh god, the thatching. I think this will still kind of be a closet. We have the second fireplace because, well, why not? I'm not sure if we're going to chisel the downstairs one like that. The problem is I don't think, even if we do that, we're not going to be able to keep Goober out of it. Goober yearns for the siren's call of, like, a fiery death, and I will not grant him it yet. Not this day. Not this day, Goober, much as you may desire it. I honestly might be tempted to just stick the rest of these planks into there for now. But we will need more planks for stuff. We will do decoration up there. Maybe I'll get like a big chest up there too. Because that's all the question is sometimes is how far do we want to go? How deep do we want to go into things? Should probably get more barrels actually. That's what we'll do. Hold on. So if I take one of the... No, the shelf is a 2-unit thing. Then I can do like a platform over these. Hold on. Let's check that. It is like... I'm not feeling like I've forgotten too much about how to play the game, but it has been a little, so it's like, how does it all work again? Ooh, maple roofs. Those are charming, but like, I don't want to make the roofs the same color as the floors like that. Scroll rack. Ooh, the sod. Sod is almost tempting, but I don't think so. Posine fabric. Oh my god, that is a lot of strip there. 55. Oh my god, Sunbro. Well, thank you for the 55 streak. Let's see. Slab is what we want, I think. Because if we do the slabs on top of that, and then we can do another row of barrels, if I'm looking at that right. After all, it's just us here, so like we can have some barrels for fruit and stuff. Still have the fruit press. How do I have this set up? Okay. Okay, we're remembering things. It's all coming back to me, everyone. Speaking of like things and coming back to them, I gotta say, there are some foods that I really cannot see myself going out to get and will just make myself. Like, there's actually a lot of foods like that, I have to admit. We can just do that in 2 piles and stuff. Like, anytime I think about getting a salad, I think about eating a salad more than anything. So... Okay, we need to put the compost in the barrel. One of the barrels, anyway. Like, I look at it and it's just like, every time I go to a place that's offering a salad, even if it's a salad I like, it's like, man, this is not a good fucking value. Sleeps on a pile of bones, desires the embrace of flames, and where the little dude worships it. Look, not just that, look, he's chilling out right here with a lily of the valley. This is a metal as fuck cat. Because lily of the valley is terribly dangerous. Hell, most lilies are terribly dangerous to cats. You're not getting any kind of lily around your cat. Even stuff like ornamental lilies, which aren't real lilies, will still make them probably a little tummy sick. We gotta turn some of these logs that I got into some proper firewood, too. And make another axe, that's what. And yeah, best salads are the ones you make at home, especially once you, like, figure out any of the means of just... What was that sound? I thought I heard something breathing in my ear for a second. Fuck. I love this game, but also, ugh. Yeah, once you learn how to make, like, even a basic vinaigrette at home and get some solid ingredients for it, you can just pretty much outperform any place unless they have something really fancy. What am I doing here? What I need is to make another axe. What I need is to get some flint out. That's what. Like, unless anything, someplace has just something really unique. Really just take the 4-to-1 ratio of, oil, vinegar, add a pinch of salt, and if you're feeling a little fancy and got something nice for it, a nice mustard actually works great for emulsion for that. So here's your cooking tip of the day. You crave a salad? Make it at home. I was really concerned what was going on with our little, quenching spot there. Let's check how the birds are doing. They are doing okay. They do have a rooster there. I'm craving a salad. I have nothing to make one. I'm sorry. I am lucky because I bought some arugula. Actually, bought a lot of arugula. Also known as rocket. That's out of the US, I believe. Which is the wild thing is, I didn't know that. How do I... There we go. Rot. Goes in there. That's because personally I really like how strong of a flavor arugula has. Legitimately miss me on spinach in general. Or not spinach. No, spinach I actually like. No, miss me on lettuce unless it's like butter lettuce. Okay. Now we have a good amount of wood for the house. The question is, like, I do actually really want to go fuck around with some, Oh. Are we hungry? Yes, we are. I was like, did I forget to eat? Yes, I did. This is certified real Atya moment here. Literally what happened earlier today to me. Get caught up in what you're doing and forget to eat. This seraph is literally me. Now, I'm not as stinky as the seraph, because seraphs can't bathe, apparently. But if anyone looks at this seraph and says, imagine the smell, I got questions for you. The question is why? There we go. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if someone's getting weird about that stuff. People do get weird about stuff. People get weird about anything. What am I saying? Okay, well, we're almost through December, at least, actually, looking at the time. We have to cut through the... We have to go... What do you mean we have to cut through the ice to get to the fucking plant? What do you mean by that game? Why do I have to do that? My friend in my reply, my stinky syrup tired girl smell. No. No, 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 no. No. So what I'm doing, Jarvis, I'm just trying to get some materials for more roof work, because I have to finish up my roof here. That is the wrong item. I don't need straw. Need this. We need to eat something. Because the sad instrument playing is my character dying actively from hunger. And then we put the rest of this turnip stew away. You know, let's do a little more cooking. How's the fire looking? Fire needs more wood. Just do that real quick before it burns out, you know? Cook a little more or something. And lastly, some of this. Womp womp sad noises. They make all sorts of weird sad noises when they get hurt. Wait, no, I need to do like 2 for porridge, actually. Porridge is good food. Oh god, we need meat. Hello, Goober. How are you doing, buddy? He's just chilling. I need to get more meat for Goober. Forget meat for me. I need meat for Goober so he'll be happy. The cat will not starve. He just will be less cooperative when he's not fed. You know, like a real cat. Like my cats who act like they've never eaten in their lives. As this dinner time, I was literally having to fight off Sable trying to steal some of my chicken. Even though I gave her some. I would be grateful to her if she would stop that. Let's see, so we got thatch. We'll do a kind of a peaked roof, yeah. Let's get up here. Come on. Okay, crouch jumping actually worked. I was like, is crouch jumping gonna work? Yes, it does, apparently. And that's terribly funny to me. Wait. That's not exactly what we want to do. We want to do probably a little higher then. I need to fetch the dirt again. That's fine. We'll do that. And then this will be a mostly complete bedroom. So the winter music in this game is really nice. There we go. In general, though, I gotta say, Vintage Story just has a phenomenal soundtrack. Like, I don't know who was cooking with this soundtrack, but they cooked perfectly well. There's our rammed earth. I think it's the wrong visual for what I want up here, though. So, let's change these. I wish I could right-click to hold House of Dirt like those dudes faking those survival videos. Hey, my House of Dirt is pretty comfy, thank you. Oh, the walls look crossed outside. They do look very comfy. Like, this place is, like, for Babby's first house, I am quite liking how it came out. No, we actually want to do the logs there still. Do we? No. So what I'm thinking is... we might have to make a ladder still, is what I'm thinking. Because, like, first we do that and then that, and that gets us this started. How do I make these again? Okay, the other direction. Oh, we're gonna need so much thatch. Oh, why did I pick thatch as the material? Hubris. Hubris is why. Yep. The ridge is what we want. Okay. Oh, mistakes have been made. This is the future I've chosen, though, everyone. This is what we're doing. We're sticking to it. We are committing to it. Oh yeah, that does look nice, though. There's a nice foundation to things, and I think we could still, like, maybe put an attic up. Maybe put, like, I think some supports or banisters or something might be nice. That's just what I'm thinking. Yeah, 'cause, like, this now reaches this. No, it doesn't, because, like, now... Okay. And... I do want to do some more chiseling, though. Like, the title isn't a joke. I really want to do some more chiseling. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do. I need to figure out my project. My project, even. So that's the thing. This way. And... Because, really... Oh, hello, chickens. I do hope that they are properly clucking and fucking after that. After all the work I went through to get a male bird, they better be doing some work for me. That area will be a little unroofed. I think that it will be for the better looks one. Maybe I just go over here with some of the strewn straw and just replace this. Can't be made with straw, which we do have some of, which is made from using grass. Can you flashbacks? World splasher, please fuck already. It keeps happening. It keeps happening in these streams. I play something and it's like, okay, there's a thing I need to do that's gonna require these things in reproducing. Can you fuck already? It's like I'm playing, for those of you who played, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, trying to get the chows to reproduce was a nightmare. Especially if you started to do the crazy shit like I did, where, you can find some... There are some really crazy breeding combos you can get in that game for visuals alone. So, dry grass. A is 8. Okay. Not gonna use all of our stores, but, you know, a little bit of the dry grass we turned into hay. Hey there, Neos Pink. You should breed. Now. It's like the opposite of the whole thing that came out with Mint, where she was joking about stop getting pregnant. No, it's the opposite. Get pregnant. Now. Abe has nothing on me. Oh, shit. Oh, this is much more efficient. Okay. Okay. Ooh, alrighty. That's how we're probably gonna be doing this, then. And there are one-to-one back and forth between the other materials. That... grandparents be like. Grandparents got nothing on me. Nothing on the power of a shrimp. Ah, fuck. Get over here. Starts making weird noises. That sounds like your cat might just be a little overexcited. Overstimulated. That does happen to cats. They're pretty much always wired to be in hunting mode, after all. Okay, so we do that, and there we go. I almost think I might want to do a log as a crossbeam here for the roof. That's what I'm almost thinking. I might, like, switch out the final piece of, the dirt there for a log. And get a log set up here for that. Because that seems like it might be a good kind of visual thing, too. Well, it is now almost nighttime. We can't really go out getting more stuff easily. Actually, let's take these, and I think we can take this and my knife. Right? Think. Yeah, we can get the thatch back. We got hatchback, we got thatch back, and that's worth it. That's very worth it. Equipped, you should breed now, no context. I mean, honestly, I'll take it. That's a pretty wild one. Everyone loves VTubers saying insane shit without context, is all I can say. I like the log idea. I think I will do that then. It also adds just a little more color to here. Hold on. I think... So, I remember something about... I know there's smelting in the bloomery, but there's, like, other glass stuff we can do. Quartz glass. We need some clear quartz, and then we can make some windows. Oh god, you did clip it. Amazing. We need more clear quartz. We have 1 clear quartz. And we need, like, a lot for those windows. That's fine. I think we can do a little mining tomorrow. Vegetable. Truth be told, I'm gonna probably be ignoring the chickens for a little while I hope that they actually, you know, reproduce. Because that's the thing, the birds need to fuck. Ah yes, fucking boulder puncher there. Leona as Kenny, I've tried being kind to you, but my patience is wearing thin. My sister, now. Huh? Okay, so there are support beams you can make. Oh, it's from a debarked one, which is done by... Ooh, so there's even more material options. Alright, alright. Okay, we might need to do some debarking then. What can be used from this? No, we just really can't use that for anything else. Huh. I think we can probably head up and fix that wooden card then real quick. No, it's... Yeah, we will fix it. Crouch jumping, my friend. Even outside of Half-Life, you are the best way of getting around. Okay. Then... strewn hay. Place that spot. Oh yeah, that does look pretty clean now. Hey there, Shen. Welcome in. So, I still need to actually try some... I need to play some Resident Evil. It's just been kind of a blind spot for me. I say this is like a certified, okay, Leon is baby girl and the new Leon is, pretty good kind of person. I say this with, like, zero fucking knowledge of, what's going on in that game, though. I know that it kind of ends up being like a Hollywood movie, in the best of ways, at least later on. Like, the only one I've gotten to play any of, it was the co-op one. I think that's 5? Is it 5 or 6? I only have to play a little bit, it was something. Leon Sex Kennedy should live to his fucking name. Focus from my phone so I can see the stream while playing Chaos Waste and Dark Tide's a good day. Well, good on you for purging this chaos from a galaxy. The Emperor smiles upon you. Honestly, Morrivan, the Omnissiah smiles upon you, kind of girly. Okay, so what can we do? What can we do with chisel time? We gotta make another hammer soon, but, like, I'm thinking, what if I open this doorway up a little? Like, what's the menu again? I'm trying to remember. Chisel. Can I not chisel the dirt, actually, is what it is. So I got everything set up right? Yeah. So what about... No, it's... Okay. We can't chisel the rammed earth. we can't chisel the rammed earth, sadly. So that is going to be one reason to upgrade the materials. Actually, oh, there we go. So, no, we really can't chisel that. Yep. Alright. We might just be upgrading stuff just to chisel. Oh yeah, Joseph, I saw that stuff. I saw that there's like a leak of possible addition of AdMech weapons, and all I can say is, God, I hope so. I really would like to. Omnissiah be praised. It would be really nice. Be really nice, but I have to admit I'm not too optimistic because Fart Chart has their ways of disappointing people. There's a reason I go with that moniker for them instead of Fat Shark, because they really do Fart Chart things up a lot. What am I looking for? I'm almost tempted to. I think we might want to remove the window from the storage area. Because here's the thing. Oh, I was a little worried for a second that it fucking just exploded and broke and I couldn't use it at all. That would have been very funny. Very fitting. It's just glass making glass sounds. Fiber sword and a galvanic rifle, my life will be complete. Please, just anything AdMech would be nice. I want to be Hadron's little pog varlet, please. Anything for that. Why the chicken? Is there any rhyme or reason to when the chickens make noise? Like, I know they sometimes do actually caw in the morning like they should. But past that, is there any rhyme or reason to that? So, let's see. Should probably make some clothing, actually. So we can get some plain cloth that can be used for homespun stuff. So we need the sewing kit, which we can now make. Let's do that real quick. Because the chiseling has to wait. We don't have enough supplies to chisel everyone. It's so over. We don't have walls good enough to chisel with. And that's the hard part. Wait. How do I sewing kit again? That's what we need. That's what I did wrong there. What? No. Hey? Huh? Cars clothier trait. But hold on. I told I set the game. We're gonna be right back, and by that I mean to say I'm still playing here. We're gonna take a second. We're gonna save and leave. And we're gonna check what's up with that. Customize. Multiplayer. Class exclusive recipes. No. I thought I did that already. I didn't save, that's what. Alright, we are back. I didn't save the setting I changed, so not too long of a delay. Yes, indeed, Hammersmith, there are 4 shramps. We are shramp maxing. These are from everyone making their own little Abby ones on the server. There we go. Okay, we now have a sewing kit. We can now make some basic clothing, which is good. We're fucking cold. Ooh, that's pretty cool looking. So, it's not cursed, it's the ones that everyone wants to represent themselves with, you know? So, linens into fabric. Into some basic clothing. I don't need gambeson. No, I need... I think it might be over here to actually look. I just saw the item I was looking for, and that's the thing. Left click on the end. Okay. Let's also repair our shit. Oh, okay, I see how that works. Well... I don't mind using some of this on some of our clothing, because we are a little... SOL. Just damn, it consumes the whole thing for that. That's wild. I didn't know that. We need something to help us out with the cold. Good thing we mostly stacked up. Stuff. Words. We are fairly solidly got a fair amount of flax, but it's not going to be much. It's not going to last long. Mine won't be cursed. I mean, you could make yours cursed. I'm not going to stop you. Just keep it within TOS is all I say about the shrimps. Past that, have fun. Go nuts. Be shrimp. Max warmth. Well, let's fix up the body stuff. Okay, now we're starting to get warmer. We are a little warmed up. We're gonna save this last one to actually do stuff with. Shrimp for work. All I can say is, I am the cursed posting shrimp for a reason. I find a lot of terrible things on the internet. I have witnessed horrors. High leg boots. Damn, I can make some thigh highs? They got some leather? Nice, nice. I wouldn't mind some thigh highs. Okay, oh, so Clothier is the drip class. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, the neighbors are unhappy again. When aren't they, though? I know, Goober. I know, you yearn for their blood. They're not programmers, like, it's just, it looks like thigh-high something. And we don't really have pastels in this game. Okay, Goober, come on, we're going to bed. Come on, Goober. Come on, you will be the body pillow tonight, kitty cat. Hey there, Troll Sages. Thank you for the unshrimp check. Just, you know, a little unshrimping required. There are we on food? Stink to Sarah from the stinky cat. Hey, cats, when they do, the cat does the cat right. Cats shouldn't be too stinky. You have cat problems if your cat is stinky. Make sure your cat is okay. There we go, porridge. There are some cats that are just genuinely stinky as is, but like, most cats shouldn't smell bad. Like, Pothole, for example, smells like linens. How's your cat seasoned? Goober's a special boy. Goober is a special cat. Unless you're talking about Pothole, in which case, I don't know. Pothole exists in her own state of catliness. I'm just gonna ignore that. Oh, Pothole, she... I mean, I don't season her. She just cleans herself up and, like, loves to sit on fresh laundry. Not dirty laundry, fresh laundry. So we can get this pot out of here. And put it somewhere. Where, though, I don't know yet. Find out. Well, the T-bow's cute. Maybe we'll put this upstairs later. I'll take these plant items and put this in the here. She is a very special girl. I love her. She's a good cat. So, what you doing here, buddy? Where's my rocks? Fuck you. Strongly worded rock to follow. I think perhaps Sable being stinky is just her diet, though. Sable wants to eat your food. Come on. Come on, buddy. I got shit to do. And you are here, getting in my way, in my door, causing problems. Or maybe not. fact he left is just slightly more concerning. I think the, like, cat worship animation's pretty great, though. It adds a little bit of interesting, zesty lore to things by the fact that the creepy guys will just chill with cats. Hello there. I can assume what that reads, but SP3 Burger? RG Burger. It is a great game. I do love this game. They ding-dong ditch me, kinda. Well, guess what? They get, Sting Stong Stab for the ding-dong ditch. Come on. I got shit to get to today, buddy. Leave my cat alone. It is Catter Day. I get it. I get that it's Catter Day, buddy. But that does not excuse you to try and come in here and huff my cat. Oh, it's windy today. The storm is still going. Actually, wait. This is where I was putting my rod at. This is where I'm putting my compost at. Is the one outside. Am I stupid? Let's go get this real quick. Because thankfully that can just be removed without a vessel. Let me just barehandedly grab this, like, pile of rot to go take it outside. I gotta go take it to my compost pile, you know? Do I fill it up and seal it? Is that how it works? Probably how it works. I do want to just leave the chickens alone still until I hear little peepee peeps. And until I get flax growing again, I just gotta ignore the chickens. Question is really, how am I gonna improve the farm later? I need to get glass. I need to go find... What I need to do... Oh boy. No, I'm not in the mood for this right now. Really? Everything is here? What I need to go do is find some quartz to really fill out all the glass for that, as well as get some more glass there. I still need to get something for making, what's its name? I've got copper. I need alloys. I need alloy materials. How are we doing? We are okay-ish. Need a little of that, you know? Alright. Alright, come on. Party's over. I said party's over, buddy. Hit confirmed. I need more spears, I think. Come on. It's like 8 o'clock. Go back to bed. Aren't you guys nocturnal? Piss off. Go away. Creature weight, good, never mind. Give me that thick ass. What you got on you? Nothing. I don't know. The crawling guy is just... He's got more motivation. He did not skip arm day before he lost his legs, is probably what it is. Let's see. What's up? I wish you'd have a wonderful night and stream. Thank you, Dark Shadow Rain. I appreciate it. We don't. More spears. More weapons. I'm gonna go ahead and do anything. I have my own personal quick pick on me. I need to get some weapons together, that's what. We're gonna get some spears ready for spear shotguns shenanigans. Oh yes, they did change the one thing I wasn't too excited about with the next patch. Hey there's Iworks. Yep, it is vintage story night. I do love this game, honestly. But yeah, they decided to take away the whole berries take away from fertility from soil thing, which I think is a good change. That was like the one thing I was questioning, because if you've ever seen where berries grow IRL, it doesn't work. That doesn't work like that. Berries are kind of insane because they will grow anywhere. Like, specifically, berries grow like weeds. At least cluster berries do. Now, blueberries are pretty little princesses that need a lot of TLC to actually be useful. How many are we at? Got 3, yeah. But, oh, hi Goober. This activity requires literally 0 cats. It really does work like an actual fucking cat. But no, cluster berries like blackberries, raspberries. God, I had a copy of this game since I played with friends and they kind of disappeared. Oh, that's a shame, Zyworks. I gotta say, I did play this game together with people, my first attempt at it, but I think solo is also pretty good. There's a certain zen to it all. Like, you have a lot of shit you gotta do. You're kind of rushing around, but there's a certain peace to just surviving in the frontier and having only the sound of nature with you. Nature and the horrors, but you know. Mostly, the fact that it is such a self-contained game that you can play on your own is really nice. Mind you, I'm one of those people who's an advocate for most quote-unquote friend swap games. Most of them are pretty good. Most of the ones that are actually trying, anyway. The reason I still say the word friend swap is that there are still a lot that just, like, make a game, slap it out, and never patch it later. Looking at you, Pilgrim, which was honestly one of my favorites for a while. Pilgrim had fantastic vibes, like the closest to Yap Yap that I'd seen, but the thing is the devs for it just never fucking did anything with it. The game just crashed and died because they put it out and never patched. Ooh, hello! Look at that! Hold on, let's put this on the map. Like, we'll mine some of this too, right here, because we got the stuff for it. Fancy ass plant. The HP is too low. The UV is too low. The air is too wet. I hate this important terracotta plant. Furry bush. Is that hair crack? Is that a hair crack in the concrete? No, for real. Like, I have around me, you could just find old parking lots that are falling apart that have a perfectly happy wineberry bush there that's that's budding, that's producing berries that you could just straight up eat, but you also shouldn't because it's a parking lot. And unfortunately, well, plants are bioaccumulators. This goes also for any kind of mushrooms you could forage, which is one of the sad things about modern mushroom foraging, is that unless you go deep into a forest, you probably shouldn't eat the mushrooms you get. You probably shouldn't do that unless you can get, like, somewhere abandoned, somewhere there are no cars going around, because, yes, unfortunately, most plants, mushrooms, are bioaccumulators, and you will just get yummy exhaust in that. By that I mean to say you don't taste it. It's not something you perceive, but it's certainly not good for you. So it's on a minor level. It's like how some stuff like there are sometimes that you really need to check for lobster mushrooms you're eating, for example, because they can parasitize things that are poisonous for humans. And in those cases, well, you shouldn't be eating them because they'll still be poisonous. Hey there, Quetz. How you doing tonight? Oh shit, we got some free spelt. You've spelt out my dinner game, haven't you? Parking lot mushrooms type shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm really sad because I saw on the side of the road last year some chicken of the woods growing out of a tree. And it's like, shit, I couldn't actually get them because that's not going to be good to eat. That's not going to be safe because of exhaust. And also the same goes for, like, if you ever see it, like, growing through a telephone pole or something, don't do it. Don't do it. That is, like, full of so many chemicals you just do not want to eat. Now, we're looking over here today because I am trying to find some quartz. Quartz would be nice to find here. I know there's some in these mountains. Failing that, though, we'll get we're gonna catch a tree of some sort. Probably a maple one to follow the theme. Nature just turns and works now. They use man-made horrors. And the man-made horrors are like... I mean, it's like, this is not a place of honor, but for just anything you can run across. Grab some ammo. Doing great. Hope you're having a fun time and fun story. Hell yeah, actually. I haven't been to play in a little, so I'm just having a good time. I think I remember some of the quartz was out here. Shit. Grab it. Okay, there we go. Some free food. Forget meal on wheels. We got, snack on legs. They'll wait, but that's fine. Rice count now. Time to download. Hell yeah. And this is one of those games where, like, I would sooner recommend to play without mods at the start, but once you start feeling the holes in the game, so to speak, is when I would start modding. What is it? Like, it's the survival one that is a really good one to start with for a mod, because it does just kind of swears so easily into a missing part of the game of early level survival from Stone Age to Copper Age. Speaking of copper, actually no, that's lead. Right, that lead is sadly, I don't think, not useful for anything. Yeah, primitive survival, that's the one. Thank you. Stone spear spam goes crazy. It works. Shotgunning stone spears at things just works. I will admit, though, I have been tempted to get that one mod that has, like, mammoths and stuff in it. Would it be dangerous? Hell yeah. Would it also be cool? Yeah. It's like how when I was playing RimWorld, one of my favorite mods to put in there... Right, there's copper right here. One of my favorite mods to put into RimWorld was, actually... So let me... Inventory a little full. Well, we have one spear that's about to break. If it breaks, it breaks. The dinosaur mod in that game was really fun because of how dangerous it was. No, we need the shovel right now. Wait, this is where we were at earlier. I may be stupid. Play with friends, I mod kind of like baby wolves most of my time. Amazing. I mean, it's not a bad way to live. That's good food. It's free real estate. Some of the mods also include means of letting you have pet wolves that won't be clubbed. Actually, if we find any quartz, my inventory is full, but I have, like, one stick and one breaking spear. So it's fine. We'll just dump those. Dinosaurs are very dangerous until T-Rex self-tames. Yeah. That, or, like, once you actually get proper guns able to be made, you can feed your colony for months once you're able to hunt down, like, a giant herbivore. It feels so good. I've been tempted to download more spooky creature mods, more scary ones. Not like, ooh, spooky like cryptids or anything like that, but, you know, just more predator species than just wolves and bears. The bears have grown boring, dare say. I still need to actually, like, kill one for once. So there's some andesite if I need more hardwood. Stone? Oh, the chart's too soft or anything, but that's not what we're looking for. Mostly what's interesting is it looks like these mountains are actually doing what they do IRL, and that they're keeping a lot of the cold away from where I live. In terms of the drafts and stuff. I don't think it's actually... I don't know if the game actually has anything like that, but, like, you can kind of see just this gap where I have my warm patch here and then everywhere else around me is freezing. Also, welcome back, everyone. We are still hunting for quartz. Keyword is still, because, like, I don't remember where I saw some. Actually, let's open the map. There we go. There's some quartz that way. I thought I did see some. There we go, food. We need to go stop at home for a snack, that's what. Not the fun of the Stone Age, but 10 generation of mammoth for them to be friendly and that I can ride them around as war months was too much for me. I mean, the thing about that would be, how long does it take for those mammoths to gestate and get to 10 generations? Alright, let's... No, we have a hammer in here. Let's grab the hammer. Where'd it go? Should I drop it? No, hold on. Okay, it's in my other hand. Cool. Okay. It's like, what is it, X? No. Or the tool to switch hands. So, we'll get this copper put away. Alloys eventually. But the thing is, not yet. We still need to find something. Just say for actual 8-9 games once and then take 2 years to grow each? Well, that certainly adds to the actual time commitment they take, at least. Not that. We need... you, bones. Turn? Is there anything in there? There. My mouse was acting a little wonky. Here we go. Ah! Right, we need to eat. But you know who needs to eat more? I shake my, like, meat. Wait, not like that. Hold on, no. I'm thinking, like, you know, when you shake a bag of food just to summon the cat. We are not shaking my meat. We are shaking the meat for the cat. He has been fed. That's what matters. Is there anything else we can put away for the quartz thing? Yeah, the spelt seeds, that's what. And put these away for later. This is a meal right here, at least. And so it's kind of nice to just find that. Oh, hey, Darkness. Thank you for the care package. Cheaty way to easily kill mammoths if you ever need the info for hunts. I assume the cheaty way is like actual human hunting of like scaring them into a pit, as we did as our ancestors did anyway. Also, let me get some tea sipping. Statement to zone back into. Hey, it's that kind of night. Tonight is some ice cold Earl Grey. So before that, I had some my chocolate spicy tea. For an easy way to describe it, the longer way to describe that tea is that it's Actually, do we have an axe? Yes, we do. I have a tea that is like, well, it's unique. It's a chipotle and blackberry tea with a bit of chocolate. Do not the goober. Okay, no, now I'm curious if it's not that method for killing them. So I always am curious to see what other people do in this game, because really, as long as it's not story spoilers, I'm usually fine to hear whatever. Let's grab this for the house. It's not like we can tap these for maple syrup. I assume that's a mod. Otherwise, a Canadian dev in the game would have probably been like, we gotta do this. We gotta get maple syrup in the game. Wolf clubbing works until their parents find out, and then you're just dead meat. Okay, so we went slightly the wrong way. It's 4 o'clock, so we only got so much time for this. But we also move fairly quickly on foot. I've yet to find any teleportation thingies this save either. Like, I know that's a thing. I've seen them before in one of the games I played. Because I've made a few, like, test rounds or play around on my own kind of things. Bronze. Bronze! Fuck! Okay, that puts a bit of a hamper into that plan. Maybe we're just gonna have to fill those spots in until we get fucking bronze. What we got here? Is this clear? No, it's a quartz chunk. It is so quartz over. And we got one more clear quartz. We can make one more window. Good enough for now. Honestly, I would feel... If it weren't for the fact that the wolf cubs give you, like, nothing, I wouldn't feel bad about clubbing them, because they're not worth taming. And the wolves themselves are just total assholes. I might pick up the dog mod for giggles, just because, like, you know, hey, having a fucking random stray German Shepherd walk by would be funny, and just make that my friend. I don't know if I'd be able to use the same method as Goober, and that is wall him in and just keep feeding him meat until he becomes my friend and follows me. Wouldn't say it was exactly a moral idea, but it worked. Okay. We are back home. How are we on hunger? There we go. Meat. Not really meat, but you know. It's porridge. Certainly the borage of food. Mostly, I haven't really had porridge, mind you, but I've certainly had boring, well, anyone who's had, like, oatmeal can say that's boring, honestly. But that's just, like, how oatmeal is. You installing right now? Hell yeah. Oatmeal is just, it's one of those dishes I think could be good. I think I'd sooner try, like, a savory oatmeal of all things. Like, that just seems like it would work better. Like that. Well, actually, no, that... no. No. We want... Where's my axe? We want to change that up just a little bit. Fuck. Okay, maybe we are gonna have to, like, do some more work on that front. I just wish I could, like, easier replace the walls as I go, too. Alright, come here. Oh no, I stubbed my toe falling while I was trying to fix it. Yeah, it might be ladder time. Actually, we can do one more thing while we're working on this. So we got one other clear quartz. Which means we can make one window. Better than nothing. Yeah, let me go. I know I've got a few ladders already downstairs. At least one. Actually, only one. Let's grab that. And take these. Materials that I've got spare, to say the least. There we go. Also, I also am still thinking of, like, maybe doing an attic here. Fuck. Okay, no, I think that we gotta do, actually... I think we gotta do something even stupider here. To get the right facing. Because that is the problem. I want to have this face outward. I think I know what I need to do. I think... Alright, I think I know what I need to do, like I said. Alright, this is gonna be stupid. Oh god. What? Okay. All right. Okay, I didn't expect to not I I expected to fall and die there. That's all I can say. So let's just go up here again and figure out how we're gonna do this. Because, like, what I think I'm gonna need to do... Well, it's really fucking dark out here. You know, first mistake. Yeah, I think I know what I need to do here. This is gonna be very stupid. Cool. Step 1. Step 2. Oh god, alright. The reason I sound like this right now, by the way, everyone, I'm a little terrified of heights. Genuinely, horror games don't get to me very much, but when it comes to heights, ugh. I'm working in the blind abyss, trying to fix up my fucking house in the middle of the night. Just don't fall easy. Yeah, no, falling's the scary part. Okay. Alright, that's step 1. So step 2 is really gonna be... Cool. Alright, then we're gonna do that again over here. But I do... Ooh, yeah, no, this is a good look. I like this. Time to pull that stunt again. But we can do it. We'll be fine. Just like the pioneers. The aches in the hands. I mostly just get, like, a little bit of outright nausea, I have to admit. Because this is, like, seemed to be the best way to get this to work, right? You know? Okay, so then we... Then that. Cool. Then we gotta get back up there and take the extra stuff off and not fall like this, please. Okay. My god, why? You'd rather have the panes or the full blocks? Windows, probably panes, but we are still year 1. Oh, it went into the abyss. Oh, lovely. We'll just get that piece of wood later. I don't care right now. Same for this dirt. The dirt is cheap, but dirt doesn't matter. This, however, does. Ooh, that is a really... Yeah, I like the support beam idea. Just like an entire log. Doing that. Let's get all these ladders, because they're still... You are indeed right, Ambrosia. Ladders are always useful. Maybe someday I'll fix up the... Maybe that's some days now. That's some days now. We're gonna fix up the floors. Just a little. Okay. Oh no, my Seraph is cold. Let's get this away. Your body temperature should be going up because you're back home. Cut the glass with the saw. Hold on. Does that work with the quartz glass? The quartz glass? Okay, it does work. Thank you. Let's go do that. Not out the window. Come on, come with me. And if it makes 2, that's even better, because that means I can actually cover up both those windows. I don't expect it to, but I'd like to hope. Hey, come back here. Inventory. My inventory is full of spears. Where's the flask? Here it is. Glass slab. Okay, that side. It does. Beautiful. Thank you, Quetz. I appreciate that so much, because I did not think about that. Okay, so how do these get oriented? No? Oh, no. How are we... Okay, so we gotta... Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so hold on. Like, do we crouch? No! Please. Nope. I got it right one time. Okay. And then we... No! Come on. I don't want open windows. I want them closed. I got half... come on. Come on. No. I am going to lose my mind. There we go. Alright. That's one. And that's two. Alright, cool. After we get the roof on, this does make it an actual spot. So I had to crouch to this to get it there, and then I had to jump up to get it there. So good to know. Good to also know for anyone in the future who has to try and mess with that stuff. Because that did make it work. We now have glass windows. We can even put stuff on the windowsill, maybe. Wait. Crafting table and lock them direction. Hold on. I did not know that. Oh god, that does make sense. Placement only horizontal. Oh! Ooh, okay. Alright, that's good to know. That's very good to know. I might do that with these in a moment, then. Because, you know... More windows. Forget reefer madness, we got window madness. I know it's gonna be cold. I'm sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to shiver for a little. Shiver me, Seraph. Last time. Ah, shit. Alright, come on. You were... Do that. There we go. Windows. And now we have two more left we can put anywhere. And then can I put a flower pot on the windowsill? Because that would be very cute. No, sadly. That's fine. Hi, Gooper. I'm glad you aren't cold, Goober. I'm glad that you're very comfy. The saw is like the biggest game changer in this entire game, honestly. The saw has so much power. Hello, Goober. Again. We'll have that in the morning. Zero. Hold on. We got our breakfast. We got nothing. Look at that. Bowl, 0 servings of spelt rye porridge with mashed parsnip and carrot. Breakfast ain't anything. Let's get this out of here, too. What else? Blech. Pardon me. Me just putting my spoon in the bowl and you just hear the scraping against the stoneware. Well, if you look at that, I know that game starts in spring, summer, but like, look. We have now made it to the 1st of January. Happy New Year, everyone. We're only halfway through winter, though. think we're now, like, in the proper thick of winter, too. And next time there's a storm, we're gonna just... Fuck. I see that high rift activity, I don't like that. Happy New Year time to get smashed. Sadly, I didn't get to brew any wine. I didn't get the stuff for that until much too late in the game, or late in the season. You quits. Yeah, we made it. We have made it to 1 year, well, half year of surviving in this game. It's an achievement sometimes in this game, because, like, damn. Everything's out to get you. Time to game? Well, thank you. Do have the funds I works. I'm glad that I was able to convince you to give it another shot. The nothing soup. We got the soup that you have when you're like between paychecks. We got the ice soup right here. We gotta also do the whole torch switcheroo. I swear to God I'll get lanterns someday. We need a lot of stuff to get lanterns though. The shovel is, like, almost broken. Maybe we'll just put this one aside for now. We don't really... Knock on wood, I hope we don't need anything for a shovel for anything. Doesn't love water stew. You've heard of Nothing Burger. Now you get the new brand Nothing Soup. Stone soup from the old stories I've read as a kid. Seem tasty? I imagine that there is some, like, genuine flavor that comes from what's in a stone soup of said stone. But yeah, the fucking soupless soup that we got right here, it sure really got us nothing. So we got good vegetable and grain. We just... There's no fruit, which you get from wine, which we didn't have time to make. And... Dairy's a fucking pipe dream. Let's, make more porridge. Porridge is a friend. Hoover. You know there's a reason- you are the reason I have the baby gate here, Goober. Okay, he is not walking in. Yeah, the sad thing is, I still remember the time I set the baby gate on fire. Like, are there any other options? Is there like a metal gate that I can make? Fence gate, rough hewn. Interesting. No. I'm actually shocked that there isn't like a small metal gate. Well, we're just gonna keep using the can be set on fire gate that is mostly fireproof so that we don't have, Uber go in. Unironically, though, I actually do make good soup. Oh yeah, the metal fish, those are always, like... Those are a fascinating thing in terms of how they exist. You know... I see that drift activity high. Yeah, no. No. This is a little bit fucked up. And I don't think there's a way to, like, just really get these guys out of here. Slop soup with the only pieces of bushmeat cooking mod. So, I had a cooking mod installed, but it didn't work and it glitched all of my food for a little. It unglitched itself eventually, which is its own kind of weird. That's what I have to say. But yeah, I tried to do a food mod and it didn't work. Put some of those back. And unironically though, Joseph, I do make, like, good soup. I still am, like, thinking about the beer cheese potato soup I made not too long ago, because it was really good. Wait. Okay, that does make 4 servings. Like, wait a second. soup making stream. Honestly, that would probably be one of the soups to make it with, because, okay, a lot of soup does take a lot of time to make. Not every soup, but a lot of soups do. Soup is not a fast food to make, especially if you're trying to make a good soup. Good soup takes a lot of time, especially if you're gonna make, say, your own stock in some cases, which is what I do for my mushroom soup when I make it. I make an entire mushroom soup stock. Not bear cheese, sadly, only beer cheese. Hey, fuck off. One of you nearly got in. I got shit to do. Yes, friendly fire each other more, I like it. It's like Atya time, make it better. Each time you say that, I do get a little bit of a blush, I hope you know. Come on! Get the fuck out! Let me heal myself up, because that could have gone better. We keep one of those on us, because if Goober ever gets hurt and critical, he needs a bandage to live. Alright. Borscht making stream when? Honestly, I've never actually had borscht. I want to try it, though. I don't think it'd be too hard for me to find a place to try it, actually, because, like... The nice thing about, well, there's a lot of Eastern Europeans around here, so I can actually try a lot of things. Like, but also, I'm one of those people who, once I have something I like at a place, I won't really try much else, even if I want to. Because, for example, I do love Georgian food. I've tried a fair few things there, but, well, it all comes back to, khachapuri, which I can just eat so easily. Khachapuri is delicious, by the way. In case you don't know, khachapuri is like, it's a cheese bread. So hey, carrots, nice. More specifically, khachapuri is a bread that is a boat for cheese. It's a distinct cheese from the Georgian region, but you can kind of emulate it in the US by using mozzarella and feta. So it gets a little bit of a bite and a good stretch to it. And I would swear I've tried all sorts of other things Georgian food related, that once I learned that was a thing and got to try it once, I haven't really gotten anything else. It's just that good. We got some food for the chickens, at least. It's kind of hard to beat, is what it is, though. Like, for any American who's had stuffed crust, which is most of us, I think. And outside America, too, because, like, Pizza Hut does do a lot of... Pizza Hut's everywhere, what am I saying? But if you've ever had stuffed crust and thought, man, I could just eat the stuffed crust, that's kind of what khachapuri is. Because the way it works is indeed a boat. A boat of bread for cheese with an egg in it. And you take some of the bread from one of the tips where there isn't any cheese in it, and you mix the egg and the cheese together while it's still very hot, so you get like this very rich cheese dip inside of it, and then you dip the bread in there. And then also the bread around it's like cupped around it, so it's like stuffed crust. Is this Georgian's food is that good? Yes, it is. There's also adjika they have, which is a like spicy tomato sauce. And I do really like their dumplings. I don't remember... no, king kali. The dumplings are called king kali, and they're also really yummy. They're almost like the Eastern European equivalent to soup dumplings. Because they're not plain. They actually have like a bit of cumin and other spices going on. And they're very brothy. They're usually made with lamb or beef, but you can also get them with cheese inside, which is interesting. I've never had a dumpling like that before. I've had some weird dumplings, but not that one. Honestly, the weirdest dumpling I've had that I didn't like was some place tried to do, like, French onion soup dumplings. It just didn't work. Ah, yes, the L tree is here. I always stuffed crust. Amen. Stuffed crust is, like, the only thing worth getting at that place, though, is what I also gotta say. Pizza Hut is not good. I know Pizza Hut isn't good. It's like the And still, it's like, I'll go there for that, and that's it. Got some carrot seeds, put away, flax seeds, there we go. And what else we got in the inventory? There's one thing I do have to wiggle around for is because my inventory and my camera work around. I do like pan pizza. That is fair, Jarv. Their pan pizza was, like, one of my favorite things when I was a kid. What I can say now as an adult, though, I can go to a Detroit pizza place. To which I gotta say, if you've not had Detroit pizza, you should try and find a place that has it near you. Okay. Please don't, like... we gotta check the eggs. 2 fertile eggs. Cool. 3 fertile eggs. Okay, we're gonna have chickens. I just wanted to check, get them some food, and now I can leave them alone. And now I'm leaving that alone. Oh, we're gonna have, like... We're gonna have that happen soon. It's all big chains here, Sally. Ah, damn. F. I'm lucky in that, like... Well... Proximity to New York. As its perks here to say. It doesn't matter where you're at, as long as you're, like, close enough to it, and you can get so much good fucking pizza. And different varieties of good pizza, too. How are we doing out here? How is my health? 6-2, 6... We're gonna eat. I don't know if we're good to hunt anything, but we can try. I think what I need to do is actually go get more horsetails. That's what... That is the thing I'm gonna do today. While we still have a little daylight. We need some more horsetails. For more poultice. Because otherwise we could be in danger. Also, I'm gonna remember for next time about those crops, because that was a bit of a fucky-wucky there. Hello, beauticious horsetails. Come here. Wait, that's all of the ones that were here. I hope did they grow back? No, there's one there. Alright. I'm not touching this one. Or this one. These ones can chill, because I need the patch to replenish. Remember, you can't just fully rip everything out, except for mushrooms. Mushrooms are the one exception to that, because by the time they're fruiting, they already put spores out, and they're already making more mushrooms in the air, so, wake up and smell the mushroom sacks, apparently. Soon there's what's simply a pancake dumpling. No, that's news to me. I've never heard of that one. That sounds good, though. What I have gotten to recently in terms of food, though, is I did get to hit hot yakiniku recently. Which I gotta say, I like all sorts of foods like that. Do your own hot pot is fun. Cook your own meat, also fun. The other thing that keeps yakiniku from being super accessible to home really is I don't have a good enough setup for it, because I can even do hot pot at home pretty well. Especially sukiyaki, because sukiyaki is easy to make. If you just like Japanese flavors, look up what it takes to make sukiyaki and just make that for yourself sometime, you know? How's the hive? Chillin'. Should probably put another skep here later. Check what it takes to make those again. Actually, how's my water looking? We're kind of good on water. Let me get a sippy though. Grandpa's maple dumplings, Canadian breakfast dish. Alrighty. That sounds pretty good. I would try that. Oh, actually, there is one other new food I got to try recently. Those damn cream puffs I got to try were, like, the best thing I've ever had in terms of that dessert. Because, you know... You go to, like, a cheap buffet... Or you go to, you get the box of frozen ones from Sam's Club. Everyone's gotten to try a cream puff at least once, right? They're kind of like, they're kind of, sadly, kind of not that good of a dessert, at least by like the American standard. Let's get to like 3 more. Now we have 24, which is evenly divisible for crafting. But this place, the way they do it is like, first of all, the shoe itself, the pastry outside, is absolutely deliciously crunchy, not too sweet itself. And then they do a whipped custard for the inside, which all I can say is damn. Uh-oh. I hear a wolf nearby. We have technology, but that wolf has teeth. Golden Corral magazine. Honestly, yeah. Golden Corral. God. Golden Corral is such a weird thing, because, like, I remember them being pretty solid as a kid, but also as a kid, when you're growing, and it's just a lot of food, you're pretty happy to go there. Especially if you can go sneak over to the ice cream bar or something. Golden Corral is like a wild experience. That had a fit. I'm sorry. That sucks, Joseph. Also, quick PSA for, like, the upcoming week. I don't know if I'm going to do anything too wow for April Fools, but I'm not going to pull any of the, like, the crazy bullshit some people pull. You're not going to see any fake graduation or anything like that, everyone. I'm one of those people who, at least when it comes to, like, how Japan usually does April Fools, I'm perpetually disappointed, because like, okay, Japanese April Fools, it's really its own thing. In terms of, they started announcing silly but cool projects, and you're like, damn, why doesn't this actually exist? I just say that because, like, if anything, like, big gets announced that day, it's not a prank, it's real. But also, no. We're not pulling any silly, prank, scary announcements. That shit's so annoying. Where else is left over here for stuff? Yeah, there's more forest, it's just we don't have any mushroom seed. Thought I heard a bear for a second. I thought I heard a fucking bear. Okay. Why does the snow keep flickering out on the ice? I don't want to think about that. Here's something cool, but seeing April Fools coming will always leave me with the doubt and disappointment. Yeah, same. It's just, it's so frustrating, honestly. Because it's always something actually, like, why haven't you done this? People will pay money for this, people want this, and yet they're just like, well, haha, it was a joke. There's good pranks. But I think between, like, the prank video epidemic that happened for a while, and people just really wanting to make a spectacle, because making a spectacle makes themselves more popular, it's kind of like attention economy we have, almost, is what I would say. Let's go head back home. It's winter and we're hungry, alright? Already on the April Fool since I've been working on new soldiers to get off the bus from boot. Yo, then why the fudge do you have trash in your trash can? That's a solid way to fuck with them. Like, a good innocent prank is always a fun one. I pretend to not see it. I shrimply don't see that over there, you know? God, I need a sickle. I should make a sickle soon. For, like, big grass maxing. Let's see. Honestly, is there a sickle? Yes, there is. A copper scythe head. Cool. We might make a scythe. Can't see it doesn't like this. No, it doesn't. I shrimply do not perceive the threat in front of me. So really what we're gonna need to do is we still need an alloy of some kind to actually do stuff with for that. There we go. How's our health? Or how's our hunger? I think we might want to do a little smithing before I go. Mayan Magic World of Zine. I've never actually played a Mayan Magic game. What do you recommend them? Okay. Let's do a little bit of smithing, I think. See what we need to take to make a sickle look like, or a scythe. Actually, we need another hammer. So, we'll do a few things here right now. Here are 100 units. 20 pieces smelt into one, so... We just need 20 pieces, then. I'm blanking now. It's been a little since I've played, after all. Okay, we knew we only need 20 pieces of that. Cool. Alright. Let's take this. And some of this. Black bronze because it looks so cool in Emerald. Yeah, I can find gold and silver first. Yeah, we have like a tiny speck. The teeniest, tiniest thing of silver over here. Mostly, I know our hammer is gonna break soon. It might break during the smithing. Which is why we're gonna take a second here to get things set up. I'm gonna look for your tin or zinc slash bauxite. Start prospect. Sadly, you have to set up DOS box. Oh, so it's not like an instant DOS box thing like how XCOM is, because that's the fun thing about the original XCOM re-release. Or I suppose the original XCOM release is it just has natively set up DOS box in it. So we got some caves nearby. We'll go hunting through them. I'm gonna get some ladders prepared. And we'll do some of that. But first, we gotta do this. Mostly, I think this hammer, I'd say it's throwing it into there. This hammer should probably last for, like, one smithing, right? Like, let's double check that. The scythe head is from smithing, yeah. You read these to 94. Well, that's a classic then. So, looks like tomorrow that's gonna be trying to actually poke at the tunnels. I'll check if GOG has, because they're still like one of the last good bastions for gaming stuff like that. In terms of keeping track of old games. Let's get this out of here. And then where is my torch? I'm feeling like this was a risky choice to do out here. Only because of, like, it's already night. We'll find out as we get to the smithing time. We set that there real quick. Let's give ourselves a save light source. I'll take that back. God, I am like just doors and corners kind of mood right now. Only 2 pieces of ice cubes planned a diverse party and fear the early level wipe. Oh, so it's just like Etrian Odyssey then. That's all that sounds like to me. Because that is like the one party dungeon crawler game that I am most familiar with, though I have played some Grimlock. Or Grimrock, that's the one. I'm not huge on like the Western style blobber, only because like Etrian Odyssey is a treasure. Scythe. I need to get you warmer? I think I do. The rest of these away. Soft copper. Honestly, I have to see, how would people feel about an Etrian Odyssey stream? Because I do love Etrian Odyssey. I'm not always the best at it, but it is a very fun dungeon crawler. It doesn't help the music is just absolutely peak. I'll probably put the FM version of it on, just because I do love that old style sound. This is actually a pretty easy project here. Oh, well. Fuck. Okay, I thought the hammer would be able to handle that. That's not good. We might have to reheat that. Get colder faster! Get colder, get colder. So they are actually on Steam. Specifically, I believe games 1, 2, and 3 are available on Steam together as a bundle. Part of their big thing about Etrian Odyssey, alongside the whole difficulty, the memes about it, is that it has, the big mechanic that it had, it was on the DS, and you can draw your own maps for everything. Which was a lot of fun, actually. It was a really cool mechanic. Fuck. I assume I could pour water on this, but that would risk it cracking as well, wouldn't it? We might have to use a little more coal for this. It's almost done! That's the frustrating part here. Hey there, Paralines. Welcome in. I am busy trying to suggest people play ridiculously hard dungeon crawlers. But yeah, Etrian Odyssey is a lot of fun. You make your own party of your dudes, and you do your best. Your best is... You don't only be so much against the FOEs, though. Because the FOEs are terrifying. They have, like, a fancy Latin name in the game itself. But, there's, like... One of the things also is that there's bosses that roam the maps, and they will totally fuck you up if you're not prepared. The game is very much big on status effects as well as binds. Binds being making the head, legs, or arms unable to do something for enemies and allies. It is what you think it is, I swear. Please. Cool down enough. What do you need to get to, like... How many Celsius do you need to go down to stop being soft? I need to get hard. Ah! I should have planned this better. I should have planned this better. You might just have to go to bed. And, like, wait to do this tomorrow and waste some materials. The materials mostly just being coal. So it's not the worst. Hardened. Alright, cool. Hammerhead. Hammer. Hammer made. Let's get this over with. We are actually good. We are so back. I totally planned this. In the water, you. I said in the water. Alright. Heading back inside now, because it's getting dark, and the darkness will try to eat us. Like, no joke. The darkness in this game is not our friend at all. The hammer back. Look at that in our hands for now, and then go put the tongs back. The tongs are only needed out here. And you also go up here. There we go. Look at that. And how's our hunger looking? We're a little hungry. Monhunt but Darkest Dungeon? Kind of. There is certainly the Monhunt element, especially because there is the need to get parts from the thing you're hunting. It also, like Monhunt, has some sick-ass music and designs. I just don't know if they're gonna make any more new ones with, well, with the fact that DS is dead, because their big gimmick was indeed the whole, you know, the enemies, the map making and stuff. Shrimp maxing. I am always shrimp maxing. I'm still shocked there's no mod for shrimp in this game, and I'm still tempted to try and make one. Just have them be little critters in the water, or alternatively, one mantis shrimp might just fuck you up that day. It'd be a little silly. Maybe too silly, though. Hello, Goober. You and your little fangs. Okay, it is 5 a.m. then. We're gonna need more food. We're not going through our winter supplies too fast, but it is a little worrying. So we won the alpha, not the beta. Oh god, Cube World sounds like it pulled kind of a, not No Man's Sky, because No Man's Sky is its own thing, no. Cube World pulled its own Starbound, huh? In that it was a game that people were excited for and was kind of good, and then it wasn't. Okay, we can then cite there, we're not using it. There we go. Because I'm thinking, I want to get some grass max so we can get that roof set up there. That's what we're doing here today. But also, some prospecting. Giant mantis mod where you defend against the big lobster. That sounds like a good mod for some game, that's for sure. Cube World, I never actually tried it back in its heyday when it was the big thing. It sounds like it was a pretty fun game, though. Okay. It is calm. Rift activity calm, so... Wait. There we go. I was like, where's this? Is it coming? There we go. I want to finish up the roof, damn it. And we are accidentally hitting the crops, which is... These are actually still growing, and the others are struggling. Now we're actually getting some pretty bad snowfall over here, though, huh? Chickens can't escape still, that's what matters. That's why we built them in the pit. Bad and naughty chickens get stuck in the chicken pit to atone for their crimes. And all these chickens are fucking criminals. Do I have to scoop up the snow before I can harvest the grass? Oh, I don't like that. That's not fun. Don't forget roof later, otherwise Zeus will take a shirt. So, actually, you know what I did with some of that copper you bought? I did a smart. Also, thank you. 14 months. Thank you for the 14-month sub. Yes, we, thank you very much. I actually have planned around that. Hopefully, that will apply. Because I do remember the stories of playing the game and, you know, people's chickens just being targeted by Zeus. Not only that, I found like 3 chickens struck by lightning in this game. They are Zeus's own fucking lightning striking thing. Lightning rod, that's the word I'm looking for. They will get a proper house sometime. I should do that soon, like a proper hen house kind of dealio. But I mean, this is also part of it. I need roofs for everything. Like my house, which is now covered in snow. Fuck. It'll be fine. Zeus gets bored sometimes. Yeah, I mean, it's just like Arma. Zeus hates ranching. I've seen that. It happens so much in this game somehow, which is the wildest thing. It's not just that it happens, it's just that it happens so many times. There we go. Now we are grass maxing. We're not trying to kill the grass, we just need a lot for this fucking roof. Oh, having a scythe is so nice. I just slightly wish the snow wasn't so frustrating with it actually trying to get stuff picked up. Yeah, apparently Zeus really likes fried chicken with how much he fries the birds in this game, though. Hopefully the lightning rod will just work. It is oriented above things in a cone. It's just a question of when we're actually going to catch anything else other than chickens. Yes, Remy, it is vintage story time. We were up venting that boy, and sadly doing less chiseling than I'd like, because you know what I found out? You can't chisel rammed earth walls. Oh no. Bear in a pen, the post saying I had pigs in this pen, now there are no pigs. Oof. Yeah. Gotta make bricks. Maybe. Maybe I'll make some bricks. Hopefully the birds are still just making more birds. I have cobblestone walls from right now, so it's like, I don't know what I would do for the actual wall. How much grass did I get there? Let's pick up... Let's take thatch. It can be turned into... what? It can be turned into thatch roofs, right? That's why we're getting the grass. And 8 of that turns into that, so 46 is... Let's just do that. Okay. Time to start crafting. And we get more of that. Cobble might work, though. Cobble might fit the vibes I'm looking for. For right now, though, we can at least finish up the roof. Or at least get close to it, I hope. Because that's where we're at, is upstairs, is almost finished roof. I did put this nice, like, pillar here, though. This does just add to the vibes. The snow does not, though. Hi, Goober. Let me grab this nearly broken shovel. Come on. Sadly, snowballs don't have much fun to them if you're only a single player. I don't think I can have snowball fights with the drifters. I think that'll be a fun event for them to add, though, honestly. It might be a little too silly for the game, but imagine it. Just drifter snowball fight. They've come, but not for violence. Hey there, Kayusha. Oh, ad break is finishing. There we go. Welcome back, everyone. How did did the convention go, by the way? Because those pictures did look like it was a good time. The roof. Could throw them at drifters, but they're only going to be good if I can throw them with rocks. Anime Boston. Ooh, nice. I haven't been to an anime convention in a while. Running the Toho game room. Honestly, I'm glad Toho still has shooters. I know a lot have disappeared from the scene because, well... somehow Gachage took over... kind of took the same environmental niche as Toho. Which is just uniquely strange to me, honestly, that that was how it all turned out. We'll have to, like, add another set of bricks to, like, kind of refine this, I think. And then we do this and get a little more out of this, but not much. That is the start of a good-looking roof. You know, I'm gonna go get some more chert too. Chert cobblestone. Because that's what we need here. We need more chert. I'm going to get that fireplace kind of thing looking nice. Plays over here, that's what. Blue Archive. Girls doing cute things. It's not that hard to understand. Fan base managed 90% of the content. Most never play the games at all. Yeah. That's the thing about it, sadly, is like... most of what people got into Toho for was for the waifus, the memes, and the music. Yeah, so yeah, and Sylvan, since the faction I wanted to get, that's hard to kit bash. And that's just shocking how that, like, they got so many people into Blue Archive and Fate Go instead. Which, they're not terrible, it's just they sure exist. There's a lot less soul for gacha, in my opinion. Maybe we do one more. We'll try one more, too. Just get the... make sure it stands enough, you know? And then we are gonna make some medicine, too. Take some of that with us. Keep the rest here. You can finish it without paying. I know that Powerlines is big into it. He streams it. I just have never played it myself. I kind of am burnt out on gacha games, is what I have to say. Let's see. But you came out talking about Blue Archive not having soul. Be like, look, I'm not saying it doesn't have soul. It's just most of the games that end up being like the big ones now, in terms of gacha gate, don't really. I'm just bitter and old, and a little tired about what's happened to games sometimes. Okay, that's acceptable revenge. My glasses are off. Mind you, I've heard the music from Blue Archive. It is good. They got fucking Alban to work on some of the music for, you know? Let's eat. And that is like half our hunger, I think. At least as far as I remember. We still gotta go do some prospecting. We still gotta go do some prospecting. I think let's go try and do some of that. I hear something. I can't see a thing. Oh yeah, I am looking to actually change the sound effects here a little. I found a nice sound pack. We're gonna probably keep a lot of the custom ones I put in. I do still adore the SpongeBob bubble sound, so that's gonna stay. But I found someone who made like a nice chill, quote-unquote webcore soundtrack or sounds thingy. It's also like specifically it's like webcore and ocean, which means shockingly very me. You know, we should probably route the ladder with me. That's what I should have done. I may be stupid. I am scattering myself between too many projects at once, and I'm also blind. Okay, that's starting to look less like a shit shack. Yeah, having the roof spine is doing a lot here, I think. What do you think, everyone? I think that does a lot to make it less sad looking, less weird looking. It was a little too plain beforehand. You know, we might just do a few planks too. Because we just need ladders at this point. So that is that many. And the saw is over here. I'm doing my best to do this blind, damn it. And ladders are honestly fucking perennial. Yeah, that isn't too much of a loss there. My only problem right now is I can't see a thing. I just hope that if I actually do find something like zinc or something that I can actually... I'm gonna have to like go full grandma mode, zoom, like the whole squint and get my face into the screen. That's... Honest to God, I'm a little scared for if I had to do like, if my eyes go the other way too. What am I gonna do, everyone, if I'm blind both ways? If I need fucking bifocals? Like, I'm already bisexual. Bifocals are just a step too far, I think. Okay, so there was copper here. And, there is water down here, and an enemy. You know... Nah, I don't feel like that right now. We're going to a different hole. Fuck this hole. I just hear terrible screaming, and that's enough for me to say, you know, not right now. How about this hole over here? Are my glasses back yet? No. Well, we got some free food at least. I saw the bright green in the snow. Is there a hole here? Yes, there is. Oh, fuck. Alright. That's just a straight fall. Fuck me. We're gonna do a little digging or something to get some dirt. It would be one thing if I wasn't playing this game with, you know, drop all your shit when you die, but we were playing drop all your shit when you die mode. So, of course, I'm not exactly too excited to just plunge in. There we go. Yeah, because, like... Okay. And all the cheerful music is gone. One more sample. Come on. Mouse? There we go. Okay. 1 second. I'm getting my glasses back on, because they're back. Okay. I got snatched up. There we go. Prospecting around close to home, you might be seeing a mound of iron. So the funny thing is, I know there's at least some, like... I know there's lead near me. I'm sorry, Neo's Pig, that you're hungry. Visual novel is what attracts people. That is the wild thing is, yeah, I hear the story's actually good. It's also where all VN makers have gone into, is gacha gay. Or they're on brand. Ship the glasses. Turnips, scrumptious turnips. Not in hunting mood, I think she's feeling bad. That's not good. Then so you gotta dig down one single hole, then 2 other holes left, right, slash up, slash down the line. Combat is whatever. Pentolite. Oh. Oh! Cupronickel. What is cupronickel used for? Cupronickel is not useful. It looks like. We are not looking for cupronickel. Cinnabar, no. Alright, so this area over here is a bust. Ultra high pentolite, though. That's not what we need. Cupronickel is endgame stuff. Alright, that's good to know. So let's go further down this way. Jesus. Eat your heart out, Junji Ito, apparently. Oh, don't she goes mad by grabbing her tummy? That depends on the kind of grabbing her tummy you're doing. Because that sounds like overstimulated only because when cats show pain, it's not very frequent. Ultra high. Okay, we found near where the pentolite is at. We're gonna go head back. This is not where we want to look. This cave is the pentolite city. It's all about the pentolites, baby. Oh, fuck. This is not good. We're fighting this fucker blind. Oh my god, okay, we won. We did it. I am shocked about that. Fuck. I didn't expect to win that engagement, truth be told. When you're holding a torch in one hand, you can't fucking see where you're firing. Around the area for an actual reading is actual far away. Okay, we will go far away because I confess I have not really gotten to do much prospecting yet. Okay, so this one was a bust, 128 blocks away. So this is Pentolite City. There's another cave down there. 1500, so we only got time for like maybe one more before things start spawning in a little too quickly. Getting a little hungry. GG's no bozo Bowtorn uninstall. Look, that Bowtorn just wasn't prepared for blind justice. I'm still shocked that engagement went as well as it did for me. Guess I've gotten used to fighting blind just a little too much. Okay. Another cave. What's going on? Oh. It goes down kind of the same way. Well, we'll check this one real quick. Because you know what? We're here. hindsight feet from the RP. Alright, we have gone more towards the Pendulite. Good to know. We're heading back, because that was... I was hoping this cave would go a little more south or something. Fox 360 pre-aim assist aim. God, aim assist is such a weird thing when you get to play, like, a game without it in it, because original Half-Life had it in, and, like, it wasn't so janky back in the day, because your controls were just not very precise back then. Oh shit, my torch went out. That's not good. Now it's just very uncommon and very weird. And it just feels bad in a lot of games, because now you do have much finer control going on. Get a hard-boiled egg yolks, keep our mice running. Yeah, or you had to, like, find the right size of apple for the rotary mice. That's what one of my parents had, funny enough. Just like I had to fight it. You do now. It used to just kind of work before. That's another cave. That is not a cave worth checking. And we're hungry. That's fine. Soil instability on. So I don't have soil instability on. I will do that after I get some food. I didn't do the smart thing to keep some food on me. That would have been the smart thing. Would have been to take some of the food I prepared and actually carry it with me to eat. You get spoiled by the ability to just snack on berries whenever you want during the hotter seasons. I mean, I've been playing Call of Duty Finest on my PS2 and I suck at aiming. And yet, that's how we end up doing. Let's put these away. Free onions. Winter onions. Honestly, onions sound so nice. Just a food item. Too starved. I'm always starving this game. I actually kind of only had like half my dinner because of the timing of things. I ate enough, but like, I was so busy today that I didn't get to eat until like, kind of 30 minutes before stream. But it was worth it. I've gotten progress on my new model. By new model, I mean the model for the Ebby ones. Because that felt like a good side project to pursue, you know? We don't have food made. That would have been smart. How many onions we got? We're just gonna cook. We're just gonna cook. Turnips ago. There you go. Wrong place, that's what. That works next, that's a crime. I didn't think about it. It was that kind of mood. When you, in one sitting, get like a good amount of a project done, you kind of forget about food. Is all I can say. But yes, I probably should have some work snacks. I'll just be ready for my next summoners and all charred bread. No! Don't deep fry me! I'll be delicious and want to take a bite of myself. Wah! Too late. Bride time. Oh yeah, that is one thing. There is a big new update for Live 2D stuff that's gonna make it easier for me to do funny stuff with that fried later. I can kinda do it with this version of the model, but I've been playing better around the 2.0 to make it work even nicer. So we'll see. We'll see, everyone. We'll see. Charred bread. Toasted bread sounds really nice. I haven't had bread in almost 2 weeks. I have been in a bit of dieting because, you know, just that time of year. It's not really doing anything. thick into it. Hello. Hello, goober. Oh, thank God. Food. And now we are fully fed. And we're gonna be smart and take a portion of this with us next time. We're gonna take a portion of this with us. Actually, you know what we can do? I don't want to use the prospecting pick down here, but I should at some point so I can change out the floor. But there's also the little cave near her. I can do that there so I don't have to change out the floor there yet. I want to chisel, but How is the roof looking? Almost done, but not done enough. We need to do more. I need to do more of the roof. I think if there's anything we're gonna do while there's still a bit of daylight out, a little more of this. Except I can't get much of this because, you know, Illuminate stole my planets. Can't have shit in the Omega Sector. No, you really can't. It's like, what are the bugs doing right now? We have the bots and the Illuminate getting up to some shit. What are the bugs doing right now? What are the bugs planning? What are we gonna deal with the bugs soon? I didn't like the bug drakes. The cave planets were just not fun to play, truth be told. I don't know what it is about them that sucks so much, but just... No, I do know what about them sucks so much. The fact that you get so much redirection for trying to use your pods and doing anything normally in those caves just kind of sucks. I should have gotten this scythe ready earlier. Let's see. We're gonna need another knife soon, so let's get the materials ready for that. Dragon roach equal big mosquito. And mosquitoes are truly the worst type of bugs. I respect mosquitoes, but also they find me too delicious. Maybe it's all the garlic I eat. Maybe it's the blood I eat. Regardless, mosquitoes are my mosquito foe. Like, seriously, fuck mosquitoes. I also don't really like roaches, but that's only because, like, specifically... Oh god, flying roaches. The big flying roaches are terrifying. Otherwise, I can kinda, like, get past things on, like, a lizard brain level. But flying roaches just ruin me. So, you know, no, we'll go over to the other cave real quick and go do some prospecting. If nothing has spawned in it. If something has, we're just fucking leaving. Speaking of fucking leaving, we're just gonna ignore the chickens right now. There we go, the pink cave. Only because it's marked with a pink thingy. Tell me what I want. What I really, really want, please. Excuse me, like a vampire, like a tick being attacked by aphids. Look, I am a connoisseur, so I pick out the delicious blood. They decide that they want to steal some of it. More pendulite. More fucking pendulite. Pentlandite. You know, we don't need cupronickel. Splat one by hurling into the ground because it flied for me and terrified me. If it was a roach, I get it. I get it. Ugh. There's just... I just can't fully comprehend how to deal with them without just going screechy monkey brain. Nope, nope, nope. That's right, that's 10? Wait, shit. Hold on. Very poor, though. So, we've made 0.02% progress towards 10. We're getting there. We got a little teensy bit of tin. But we're just got so much fucking pentantalite. I pointed the tin to make tin bronze. I'll have to do that. Also, garlic aioli chicken wings sound delicious to me. Mind you, I am certified garlic sicko. I love garlic. Your resident vampire here is a garlic fiend. How much grass can we just leave here? We'll do that. Because I really need to finish up that roof. Never be a level of Wario pilled. My level of Wario pilled is just, it's dangerous. I just fucking love when I can get my hands on some good garlic. Like, I bought some expensive, dried, fancy garlic from, like, the farmer's market from a shop that was like, oh yeah, we make, like, we only grow garlic from, like, oh god, okay. We grow some species of garlic that have gone extinct in the US for the most part because people just don't want as strong of garlic. And all I can say is that people, they're weak, they're pathetic. They need to get good. Nope. Okay. That's good progress. We got more roofing, but not much. Not much! Where is Vampire's Worth Nightmare? A Roman Catholic eats loads of garlic who is unwilling to invite you into his house. Oh my god, you're right. You're not... That is very Wario. Okay, I'd say this roof is like halfway done. We're getting there. Why did I do this roof? This is my own hubris. This is the future I've chosen for myself, but damn it, I'm gonna finish it. I will see this through. I will finish this fucking roof, damn it. I just gotta finish it, though. And then we will turn that material into, like, something else useful-ish. Okay, Goober, come on, time for bed. Cluster nades and cluster RPG time to form the melee enjoyers. People actually enjoy melee and Helldivers? Vampires calling humans weak as she bites in the garlic. Well, hey, garlic is just delicious. And I could do a sod roof, actually. How much work is it? So we can turn the thatch... We can't turn the thatch back, but we can... I might do sod roofing. Maybe I'll do patches of sod, because, like... At least for the start of it, while you finish things up, patches of sod could work, but also getting the media fertility through is not the easiest. Bottom? Oh my god, these are complex roofs. These are some very complex roofs. Oh, painting. Isn't that cute? We might just try and do some of that. Funny, like those comics of health curve, just a Drata drinking holy water. Look, sometimes you just find someone who's too hard for the shit that you're trying to pull on them. That's me. It's me with garlic. We're gonna take this last serving with us. So we do have some casserite nearby. We have a ladder. We might just have to try and mine close to us then to look further. Fuck that noise. Alright, let's... Rift activity high. Fantastic. I love the sound of I say fuck that, come in here, and you immediately hear the fucking... It tried to hit me. The bastard. The absolute bastard. Come on, I've outshot one of you guys. Where are you at? I heard him. I don't see him. Just wanted to check my fucking birds and see if they're actually hatching eggs or not. He just ran off after shooting me. What a little coward. Okay. I know, you guys are gonna freak out a second. I'm just coming in real quick. Fruity hand is needed. Okay, I really do just need to not go into the chicken pen. That's how that works. Okay. I wish that they could just not reset the timer, but I just have to keep ignoring them. That's fine. So, we're gonna need to mine from here, unless there's another hole nearby. No, there's the spot need bad vibes, sad face, but I don't think it's a hole. We could check the meat pit, actually. I think we should go check the meat pit. The meat pit is like fairly deep. That could be a good point to check for any kind of material. Of course, we just have to get there, too. Oh my god, this area is like fully, like, frozen over. Good barbecue pit, boys. So it's called the meat pit because when I first found this hole, it had like 5 or 6 different herbivores stuck in here. And the thing is, they had fallen, but it wasn't enough falling damage for it to count as them being crushed to death. So they still had the full meat on them. So it was just free food for a little. It was nice. I left the prospecting pick back at home. Alright, we're heading back. Hey, vintage story player, apparently. I just found this one. I haven't found any more. Hold on. Ah, shit. Oh, you just popped up next to me, huh? Come on. I lost sight of the rabbit. That's not good. This is in the meat pit again. Well, we're just gonna... I don't know where that sphere went. Relaxing streamer, I know, right after Bob Ross reruns. Sometimes I'm shocked to be called that relaxing considering the chaos that happens here, but I appreciate it. Hey there, Quasar. It's a fairly chill night, though, and I don't just say it because it's minus 12 degrees centigrade out here. Actually need to go get the pick, though. I should have actually looked up some more house building doctrine of the era to get really nitpicky with it. But alas. Alright, let's go head back to that proper hole. How are we on food? We're okay. Centipedes? I mean, centipedes in my temperature measurements? It's more likely than you think. So we just need to ignore the chickens for half a fucking month for them to actually breed. Dungeons with steam-powered machines, apparently. I haven't run into those yet, but that's just because I'm not good at the game. Right now, we're still trying to escape the copper area and get into the Bronze Age. You know, play for the Lakers a little. The meat pit was, like, right over here. It's a little overgrown around it, which is a slight problem. in terms of finding where it's at from where the map says it is, because, you know, it's like right over here, I think. The snow is also making me a little disoriented, I must admit, because, like, I'm very used to seeing it with the water going on. Cricket chirps per minute by 32. I don't remember which way it's done, but you are right that crickets can be kind of used to measure temperature. South from here. How have I lost a fucking hole? It's like, we were just here, too. How did I... There it is. Okay. It's just overgrown as hell. Hi, Sable. 1 second, we have cat crossing. Goodbye, Sable. No, you're not crossing. You're gonna sit there. I don't have any rotisserie chicken to offer you this time, darling. But she is resting her tail on my arm. So I suppose Sable says hi, everyone. Hi, everyone and everyone. Isn't she being cute? Alright. Let's go a little further in then. No, we need... We'll go a little further then. Need one more sample? Come on. Another sequel to Death Stranding usually starts streaming it. Huh? Okay, so we want to go back the other way, but there is magnetite very poor here. I still need to play the original Death Stranding. I'm certain, I gotta say, he makes it look quite fun. It takes a certain mind to appreciate it, but like... Oh. There's one right there. That's why all the funny music stopped. Things suddenly became much less pleasant sounding. Alright. So it looks like we're gonna just have to... Oh, hello. No, don't run. Get bullied. Stay in the fucking corner. There we go. Get dunked on. That, I think that Botorn and I were both just kind of surprised to turn the corner and see each other. So... we'll do a little bit down and see where that gets us. That's the thing, we need... That's a material that we only find in 0.4s, and we found 0.2 of it here, 0.02 of it. So we'll go a little down and, over. It'll be nice if we can get lucky here. At very least, we can use these, this dome for something. What? I don't know yet. Don't think we're gonna, like, run into a hole. That violence sounds when the player gets hurt, bro. That was my choice. You get to choose what instrument you make when you're hurt. I think I chose the oboe. Not the oboe, it's one of them, but like, yeah, you can choose what instrument sound you make. And what pitch and stuff. It's a fun feature though, honestly. It's always very funny when you get hungry and they start, like, making all sorts of terrible noises. I know that cave over there on the top right of where we're at did have some copper. And Sable has disappeared. See if we've got any clothes or anything. Gotten close to the birds. My chickens. I think the way to put it sometimes is like, Vintage Story and Hightail both are basically two very different approaches to the same idea of Minecraft, but something more. Hightail is more of the high fantasy approach, where there's more combat, more stuff going on, more spice like that. Vintage Story, meanwhile, is like kind of the horror version in some ways. The horror and survival. More the survival than the horror. And there is spookies, but you know, you're mostly worrying about, those don't matter as much if you're not surviving the horrors of the fucking bears. Valheim. Oh. I believe. That makes sense. Valheim... I have mixed feelings on Valheim. I like Valheim. Right, so... That's very tight. Yeah, that's tin. In orbits. Andesite, granite, basalt, peridotite, highlight, slate. Okay, that's one thing about tin. Tin doesn't show up in chert. We're gonna have to go check some other rock formations for this. I know I've seen some andesite around, but it doesn't show up in chert, and we're gonna have to, like, find another rock layer if we're gonna find any. So that's one thing I just saw there. I will take the hints, though, Zen the U. I will take them. I do want to play Hightail still. Why do all my chickens just sound like it fucking died? Well, I know a few spots for andesite. I will go check those. It depends on the ore. I've seen some ores, like, pretty close to the surface. Like, I've actually found a lot of copper near the surface, as well as some lead. But, yeah, we'll have to go check some of the andesite nearby. And you know what we're also gonna do before we get into that much more? We need food. And I need to wiggle around my inventory. Pardon me. There we go. So I get very close to everyone. Trying to check that. Let's just get rid of this mushroom real quick. Make some quick food. And put these rocks away. We have uses for these later. Might be andesite on the chert. I'm gonna check that, but I'm also gonna check nearby where I've seen some andesite real quick. Just because that's might be an option. We're also gonna make a quick meal. Because we're getting a little hungry. Just a little peckish. Still, we have that on the map that it is near-ish to here, which is a good sign. I'll have that lunch real quick, and then I'll set up some porridge to be made while we're out. Because you know what? We just need some food to be ready when we're back. You know, we have to be our own personal housewife here. Can't just take it easy. And where is it? There it is. That's started. Get this put away. We're decently satisfied for now. Play later. Sorry, Sable is getting wiggly, and I'll play with her after stream, but right now we're doing stuff. So we'll check over there in a little, but I'm gonna go check where I know there's a teensy bit of andesite. See if that can get us turned a different way. To hopefully more than just 0.02%, you know? 0.02% is really something. Lights or smells like a small post where you dig to help you find ore easier. I mostly have done the small pulse because, like, it's a little hard sometimes. Right, of course, likes for some Maki rolls. No! You're not eating me, Lumi. Okay, here we are. Pets, please? You can come here for that, Sable. Pardon, for those who don't know, I've taught my cat how to talk. And she's asking for attention. We'll do this above ground here real quick. Because this is right here. Get some samples. Oh, hey. That's a good sign. Look, that's 0.03. That's actually that's better than over there. Fuck. So now we need to find like a cave entrance near here if we can. I think there's a few pits around here. The one place I would expect there to be pits in the earth. Okay, Sample's really wanting attention. I will go do that during the next ad break. I wish she would just come here for pets, but she's a little too silly for that. Yeah, there's no... Actually, no, we are near a pit. There we go. We'll go do that. That'll be maybe... Yep! I made that. Okay. Let's do that. Then this is fairly straightforward. Get in and out of. I say, and then I bungle this. Alright. So we got our way up. Ish. We have ladders. We can do that much. But this is a good sign. Let's switch the mode to the short range now. Because now we might have a chance. Spotlight trace amounts. 2 can play rocks, buddy. Two can also fuck up at throwing stuff. My god. Oh, that was a lot more damage than I wanted to take. We got him. Let's use this real quick. That could have gone better. At least we're not too far from home. If we do die, like I think we might. Nothing. Of course you have nothing. Broke drifter alert. Oh, that's something. That's quartz. Let's keep going then. This is a pretty straightforward hole. Oh, that's something. Oh. Okay, this is something something. Alright. So, we'll check what's down here real quick. Dry gravel overlay. Tapestry. I need to break some of this stuff, that's what. Yeah, we found... This is actually the first one of these I've found in this save, so... I'm gonna have to break this toy. Page to bed. Oh, thank God. Okay, this was immediately worth it. Unusable clutter. Oh. Can I just toss this broken stuff then? Because it looks like it is just worthless. Hi, Sable. You want pets? Give me 1 second. Hi, darling. Pets, please? I heard you're hitting the pets button. Oh, yeah. She wants some attention. Alright. Well, if she's going back to lay down, I don't have to get up and play with her, but still. I will have to do that later. Still, this is good. Holy shit, this is so much brighter. This is the first lantern I've actually gotten. So, take that as you will. Well, you found some of the world that was, huh? Nothing too big in there, but, I'll take it. Oh, hello! Oh. Oh, hello. Okay, no, yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here right now. Welcome to the future. Yeah, this lantern, holy shit. It's beautiful. Ooh, it's 1600. Let's get another quick, we'll get another quick prospect, and then we gotta go, actually. It's gonna get very dark very soon. And we still gotta get back home. But... This is good. We might have to go for the upper half of things, maybe. I'll check the other area again real quick. Oh no, our sanity is plummeting. We need to get the fuck out of here. I hear the funny sounds of the world going to start going a little wiggly. There's one thing I still have from Minecraft that I'm good at, though. I am still pretty good at platforming like that. Puff too much cinnabar fumes. Yummy cinnabar. The world gets a little spinny when I huff the cinnabar. But I can't stop it. Let's do a really quick thing. This is like the only game I'm good at platforming in. Is the sad thing. I suck at platforming in everything but Minecraft likes. Minecraft likes, for some reason, I know how to get around in them. Because it's a very granular sort of hop. It's kind of like the source engine of all things. Mind you, I'm more talking the newer source engine, not the slippy, slidey old source engine. get back home, though. All grids, so you know exactly if you can make a jump or not. Exactly! There's no misjudging it! Not nearly as much in any of these games. Should play Cuphead. I don't want to do that. I don't want to play Cuphead. I would probably rage at Cuphead, which, you know, that might be part of the charm for you guys. For everyone here, you might have a great time watching me fuck around with that. For me, though, I don't think so. Holy shit, though, a lantern. Phenomenal. The porridge is done. Put that away. Apparently OG Tomb Raider was like that, too. I haven't touched Tomb Raider in, like, decades. My mom had the old Tomb Raider games, and I played them a little, but I did not get nearly as much into those as I did shooting games. FPSs were my first love between Doom, Serious Sam, Redneck Rampage, Duke Nukem, Half-Life. Not so good at Quake and Unreal. And Turok. Funny enough, I think I played pretty much all the big-name FPS single-player games that are out then. Play OG Tomb Raider. I could try that, though. I could see if I can find it. Crash Bandicoot platform be upon you. Same, Goober. I'm not excited for that. My parents loved the Tomb Raider movie. Neither I nor they knew it was based upon a game. The era of video game movies was so weird. There's a lot of really bad ones, but then there are some, like, certified gold. Oh, ads time. Okay, Sybil did go lay down. Well, let's see the time. I can probably go on for, like, another day. Gonna get a drink, BRB. Alright. I'm gonna go for another day, probably, and then we'll call it, because it's getting a little late. And I'm probably gonna immediately go finish up, like, the other half of my dinner. I ate until that was okay. But then it's like, whoops. Actually, give me a moment to check my phone. I put a few very cheap scabs in for my birthday. And I'm gonna check if any of them got accepted. Well, I will have something else to do on Twitter. I got a neat response to something. Nothing too exciting going on, though. Email chumma, email chumma. Do I have any scabs that have been accepted? Looks like no. Alas, I'm still waiting, damn it. I do wish... I wish like a fish to get more. Alright. Emails checked. I'm not disappointed, but I'm also just, like, waiting anxiously. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use, like, one bandage real quick, because if we get ambushed by something, we're toast. We're fried, we're crispy, we are extra. We might be even double fried there. So unusable clutter is, well, unusable clutter. No, do we're cooked. We're just gonna toss this. We'll toss it in the cave later. Like, for anyone else, that might have been a very unexciting little cave to find, but holy shit, the lantern. Tin bronze lantern. You are my new best friend. Goober, this is one of your new family members here. The lantern. You are going to be kept safe and secure, except I'm going to be using you a lot. And then I need to make my own. I need to make my own lanterns later. Welcome back, everyone. Pardon, I've been very excited about acquiring a lantern. It feels so nice. I'm gonna set that up there. We need more grass. I think we might just... Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Since we're gonna need a shovel to actually do any more grass hunting, I'm gonna make one real quick. Because... Oh, I need to make that roof. That roof needs to be made. So we're gonna get this set up. Changing out the walls can come later. I would like to do, like... Truthfully, I'd like to do, like, plaster walls or something. I think you can blame, of all things, Pokopia on that, because a lot of the building design there is, like, wood or dark stone panels and then plaster on the walls, and I really do like how it looks, and I'd love to do that here, but I have to get to the point where I can actually make plaster. And I assume plaster is a bitch to make. Oh yeah, no, that's lime, that's quick lime, which is grinding shells. Oh yeah, no. That's gonna be really far away. Maybe we change this to like some kind of wooden walls later. Like mercury fumes in the summer made Atya hallucinate. No, not too much. Just I'm just musing a little, thinking. But if I do plaster walls, I could do maybe like a stone base is almost what I'm thinking. Like a stone lower wall for the lower first wall, and then everything else becomes plaster in the future. Why your nose dirty? Those are freckles. Thank you. It's because vampire shrimp are like actually little. They're covered in cute little speckles and stuff. So that's why I have all the freckles on me. Dr. Stone level science, kind of. And that's actually like, that's kind of going on in Pokopia, and I gotta say, it's a really good game if you actually have the hardware for it. I only got a Switch beforehand for... Okay, I only got a Switch because I got some Christmas money, plus Kirby Air Ride came out, Kirby Air Riders, and I actually really like Kirby, of all things. Again, I'm not good at platformers, but you don't have to be good at platformers to be good at Kirby. You do still have to get good. And I apparently played, for like, the harder Kirby games are the ones I played, like, well, Nightmare in Dreamland and Amazing Mirror. Ooh, chalk or limestone for your plaster dream, that's the thing. We need to start finding teleports to make a teleport network to get other funny materials. Shaped like a friend. I'm gonna read Dr. Stone because it looks pretty good. I've seen, like, honestly, my main shonen manga squeeze right now is actually Ichi the Witch, which is what I recommend to you. Ichi the Witch is pretty good. It's by the artist from Act Age who had to stop making it because the other guy working with him was a pedo. But the manga itself is quite nice. Kind of games you good at anyway? FPSs. It's FPSs. Specifically, I'm really good at old FPSs. Boomer shooters in general. I like puzzle games, but I'm not sure how well I can stream those because when I play puzzle games, I hyper-focus on them. I like to say I'm pretty good at Vintage Story. I just did pick the squishiest class. Play Solaco? Yes. I actually did play Solaco, including the bonus level. I'm so excited for Solaco Chapter 2. I might have to play it all the way through again to get to Chapter 2, just because, like, I did enjoy that. Like, Solaco is just a combination all around of great music, great combat, and, like, it really has a lot more exploration to it. It feels like a build engine game. More than it does, like, Zandronum, which is fucking built in. It's still shocking me that that's built in Zandronum. Like, I didn't know they could make something that feels kind of like Fear in the Doom engine, but here they are. Alright, we got saltpeter and all that. Let's stick that in here. Black is my fave FPS in PS2. No, I've not played that one. I never really played console shooters, mind you. I mostly played computer shooters, PC shooters. But I could try and find that Panzer Chief. You know what? It's bright enough. Let's go outside. Actually, drift activity is low. Cool. So we got the shovel. Let's get the sickle. The scythe. The scythe, I said. There we go. Because we need some grass. Shovel fast, get grass. That is the mood we're in today. That's good for a console shooter. I never played it, but now I'm hearing recommendations enough that I'll have to try it. I also really would like to get a legally acquired copy of the Metroid Prime series, just so I could play it on Dolphin. Because they do have a mouse and keyboard mod for it. And, like, I could do capture card mode instead. I need to get a capture card still, but I could do that. But playing mouse and keyboard for that sounds like a blast. Where's Sean Murray from Hello Games? Damn, he went on to do something... Well, he got better. There are things to be said about the whole situation with, No Man's Sky, but they did improve that a lot. Yeah, that's the thing. The one I put on Throne at, someone's suggestion here, one of the heavy ones here, is gone, which is kind of wild. Me in 2020. Ah, that would do it. It's kind of like how my Switch 2 periphery, or my Switch 1's periphery, is from a brand that got bought up by Turtlefish Beach, and now they're no longer making anything. You love it. You love when that fucking happens, when they buy something that's actually good, and now you can't actually do anything with it, you know? You love to see it. Oh. It's, what do we need? Just 2 more? And we'll do that. We'll leave the rest for now. Let's go finish up this roof if we can. Well, if anyone else does have another suggestion, everyone, for the, for a capture card, I will take it, because that is a certified blind spot for me with gaming. I've never had a capture card before. But I would love to play some console games on here. Not sure how much fun people would have watched Curry Air Ride, but I could try to do that, for example. Okay, roofing time. Yeah, we're just gonna need to use all this. What am I thinking? And you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to just come in all wrong then, huh? Okay, so we got that. Fucker. You know, Gato, everything else is the same Chinese card over and over. Ooh, gotcha. Well, I will be soon getting, aside from my Stream Deck, I'll be soon getting to know how Elgato's microphones are. These are projects and cancellations, because the end game of it all really is money. And just making sure your opponents don't get any at times. It's fucking stupid. Appropriate to make a dad joke if you're not dead. It's a faux pas. That's a really... Thanks, Sharona. Ah! Dad joke so hard I fell off my fucking roof. Come on, get to a good angle. Not durable and expensive. Well, I'm hoping their microphones work out for me. That's all I can say. Come on. There we go. Oh my god, look at that. This side is now almost done. We are almost roofed. Ah! Okay, good. Looks like this guy who does meth got arrested for battery. I'm glad. Didn't he, like, shoot a fucking alligator or something? That's what I remember hearing. Hi, Goober. I'm having to make the walk of shame back up to my roof to fix things. Asus. Extremely expensive for no reason. That's Asus, sadly. Alright. Ah. We need to make another shovel, but the roof is, it's getting there. It still is, like, kind of a shit shack, I gotta admit. But it looks much better than it did. Well, look, I think the drifters and stuff, they're just the OSHA death squad, you know? It's like I'm back in Half-Life on that front. Okay. Shovel time again. I sure love you two. Don't you love making shovels? Well, we might see some improvements in the tech industry. RAM prices just went down, everyone. So we're good. We're getting something. We're getting there. Sure, go ahead and share the story if you want, Sharona. I will take a funny story. That's the personal cheap pick versus the... in case the kind of the not supposed to be used all the time, but actually used all the time pick. That's what it is. There we go. Okay, Goober. Stay inside. Farmer's Perfect Cells theme from Dragon Ball. I said it tonight, tested it, started before work, but this morning I woke up and said in my best Perfect Cell impersonation, you're either perfect or you're not me. That's amazing. This sounds like this was the right choice of alarm noise for you. Also, cool crustacean fact. Let me think of something real quick. The importance of krill in the ecosystem cannot be understated because of just how foundationally, like, micro-species they are. If there's ever, like, a collapse of krill, we're gonna see terrible things happen in the ocean is all I can say. But they're still forced to pay and buy if it's not gonna use it. It will probably be resold. I just hope that this means something good for us, the people, not the fucking AI. Everything I see around AI is just showing that they're probably not gonna... The discontent is growing, and I'm glad for this, is what I have to say. Because they're just finding more and more stuff. This is just... We went 2 balls deep on an unproven technology. This isn't the first time that we have done this. The radium girls and stuff. Everything toting radium as a medicine. Just the entire era of, like, early, wow, radium exists as this cure-all is what this honestly reminds me of. Yeah, lead, radium, asbestos. Unleaded gas is always a fun one. The funny thing is, even the Romans knew lead was bad for you, and yet we still had lead paint happen in our generations. Do a turn-based strategy? Yes, I wouldn't say I'm always good, but I enjoy them. I did play through XCOM. I played through original XCOM, and I played through XCOM 2. So I'd say turn-based, yes. I do need to pick up Menace, actually. Is one thing I need to do. Menace sounds like exactly the kind of thing I would enjoy. And I think I have the demo installed. Alright, we need a little more grass. Alright, let's head upstairs and see about finishing up the holes. Man, this looks so good. I've heard that's really good. I have friends who have gotten pretty much addicted to it. I also still need to actually play Battle Brothers, which is made by the same people, and I do own that too. We're getting hungry again. Please tell me we're not, like, losing the roofs when that happens. Alright, that side's done. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, it's done. The roof is finally done. We can actually move in upstairs now. It's just taken an age, but it's done. Let's go put this away real quick. I'm just... If I had drinks in this game, I would be probably pouring one out for that, because that has been a long project. When the gold rush made billions. Yeah, it is just another gold. How do we get the snow off this? Isn't much of a bedroom yet, but it is pretty cozy. I think I'm still gonna put some beams across here. Like some support beams. Debarked wood is axe, hammer. Maybe some support beams. I'm not sure yet. Oh yeah, the peptide thing is kind of insane, from what little I know about it. It's the new miracle drug. All I can think of sometimes with Ozempic, though, in the situation there... Do any of you remember... trying to remember the name was again. They did something funny with chips for a little. What are they called? They had a particular fat, like, an oil. Ah, yes, Olestra. Anyone remember Olestra as a thing? Olestra chips? And we want to talk about the gold rush and the fuck-ups there? Like, mind you, the peptide thing is genuinely fascinating. If things are to be believed, we might be truly revolutionizing human medicine here. Also, pardon me, this is just a small thing irritating me here. We're gonna fix it real fast. I said fix it! So, the diet craze of the 90s was kind of insane, is all I can say in Dark Menace. And a lot of things came out of it. Including and not limited to, well, just trying to color everything they could as a diet food. But also Olestra, which was a frying oil that they used for chips that didn't taste like diet chips. They still tasted like delicious fried chips. You know, because they were still fried in oil. They were still delicious, except they had one kind of big problem. So human bodies weren't meant to digest that oil, and we couldn't digest that oil. So, well, it would go right through people. Leakage was a term that was applied to things. I'm skipping one word there, but I'm certain you can apply. Which word is it? No, Joseph, it's not cancer. It's not lupus either. People were eating hoarded chips and shitting everywhere. Yeah, they were basically... Yeah, open faucet. Yes, yes. Sharvona's right on the booty money there. It's, it was indeed those chips causing anal leakage. If you ate them. And not even if you ate too many, just if you ate them. For a lot of people. And that's why those didn't get out of the market. Terrifying, you know? How could that... And again, this is just because, again, someone's trying to find the next big thing. The next thing that will define them and make them billions. I went out here with my pick. Without my prospecting pick. Tapeworms were probably equal and unhealthiness. The tapeworms were decades before that. Olestra was in the 90s. That was recent enough. Now, the peptides could be a very interesting situation if things go off right, because it really looks like we might be finding the way to rewrite some of our impulses that do not work with modern society. What do I mean by this? We do not need to hoard food and eat it with such voracity as we did as monkeys. We do not have to seek out the shiniest, fattest fruit in the jungle to survive. And we're still wired to that because evolution is very slow. Playing skit of laying in a bunch of household objects that died was accurate for a time. For a time. Let's get some of this done. Put these away. And we'll go grab the pick and just see if we can get any feelers around here for, like, any of the things we're looking for. Prospecting pick? Oh, prospecting pick. You're coming with me. And the Sonic gets go stay back home. Now, we're gonna turn that other room into, like, a workroom / storage room. Right, our friends confirm they do it for work. They do work the problem sourcing from legit laboratories that allow St. Huge letters for research only. Yeah, that's the thing, is that that's the only way to get them in the US, because they're still not testing them yet, is, well, you buy them from another country that's selling them for research use only. Winky face. So, yeah, people are using themselves to test things, which... If they know what they're doing in the manner of, you know what you're signing up for, innovation can be terrifying at times on the medical field. Oh shit, 4 out of 5. Alright. I don't know if they're making the right choice, but they are making a choice, and it is their own choice to make, you know? Let's do a short range search here. Simply drink a cow for whey protein. You can only do so much with that. Also, I gotta be real. Ugh. Whey protein has a weird taste. It's not a good taste, in my opinion. Let's do over here, because this is where we found the trace of what we're looking for here. No Warden node nearby. Because we're looking for Cassiterite, right? Ciderite. Yeah, which is tin. Oh my god, solder is a thing in this game? I can't say I'm surprised, it's just so damn. Okay. Look and see if there's any more andesite around here. Even legit labs know what they're making sometimes, and something labeled something transformed into something else to transport. Yeah, they would. I imagine some of them do, like, metabolize into something else or change depending on temperatures. Or break down into other things. Very cool, we've looped back to potions. We are just in a weird place. We live in interesting times, is all I can say, and I didn't sign up for this shit. Also, hello, Reaganomicon. Hope you've had a good evening. Yeah, there's no cave. There's that cave right over here. Let's check this. We were in this cave, weren't we? Yeah, we were. We don't have enough food to do this right now. I did not plan around this. That's a drifter flying around right there. Hey, Donaviag, welcome in. We're just doing some vintage story. It is not a meat hole. So there is some interesting stuff in that hole. We found a room in there with the lantern I have now. It's a nice lantern, though. It was absolutely worth it. Monkey business is not always good business. Nope. And this isn't a case where we can complain. Not our circus, not our monkeys. Because it really isn't. We monkeys, the collective, might be having to try out all sorts of stuff later. Kadyusha hole. Kadyusha, was this hole made for you? God, I need to go see if Junjito has made anything new, thinking on it. Hasn't done much in a bit. I suppose I haven't caught up on his stuff in a little. You know, hold on. We have this cave right here by home. We can take a little risk. Oh. Yeah, I think we can do this. That You know, I don't... No, we're not doing that for one simple reason. It's not just the bow torn over there. I wish we could drop a rope down, honestly. Because, like, look at these gaps between the walls there. That's gonna take a little planning to get into, I think. Can you drop the rope ladders down like that? I don't have any on me right now. They are vanilla. I don't have any because it's been a really rough winter. I just have normal wooden ladders on me. Oh, there's a hole over here. This is not too much of a pit in the earth, I don't think. I will have to check if it does that in vanilla, though, because if so, we're going to use that. Regardless, this hole is right here by our base. Some quartz. And... I don't like this heavy one. I don't like this. Yeah, this is a little too deep, I think, for fucking around, and I'll do a little prospecting and then we're fucking leaving. Cinnabar, Cassiterite. So we do have, like, a decent amount of Cassiterite. Well, that's a problem for the Atya that unpauses the game. We're gonna have to deal with that in a second. Clicking both kings of ladders will call them grow/shrink to respective direction. I did not know that. I will have to try that out later. Yeah, I feel like sometimes when I'm dealing with these caves, I feel like the fucking cave diving guys are wrong. It's just slightly too unknown of a path to go down, you know? Can I throw torches if I remember correctly? I think we can. That's not good. Oh, they are like really swarming now. How bad is it? Medium. Could be worse. Let's get home. And let's put these bone arrow away. I lost some arrows, but you kind of do expect to take some losses eventually. Dude, Paris's Nutty Putty Cave. God. Cave diving is just... That shit just gives me... Ugh. Gross. Do not like it. Bad vibe. That is how you die. Terribly. Gamers yearn for the Nutty Putty. Like, man. I will try and do that later, but I am not prepared for it right now. We have some spears. We have some ladders, but not too many ladders. We do have a lantern now, at least. Still. I know the big strat in this game actually is to put the ladder down and... Not the ladder, the lantern down and use that while you fight, which is not a bad idea. In fact, it's quite clever, I think. I think we're gonna be okay on food this winter. I say it again. Because this isn't actually all of our food. We do have some in the basement. You know, we're just gonna skip the grain this time. Because I have... Let's just do this stuff, you know? That is one thing about not keeping a torch on me instead, though. Let to actually start the fire properly again. I think I will just have to remember to keep an actual torch on me, though. Let's get this done. Yeah, anxious when I get stuck in a shirt. No, thanks. I feel that. I'm not that bad, because I wear a lot of turtlenecks. I think has made me somewhat immune to that. It still is just... Ugh, blah. Yeah, Goober. Yeah, buddy. Well, our goals continue of... Holy shit, how do we get tin? We just gotta keep searching around here for what is a very minor material so we can keep moving ahead. But we have made some progress still, you know? I have an actual bed. I don't know how to get the snow off of here. How do you get the snow off of something that, that's chiseled? I will Google it in a bit, honestly, if this stays. Do I have to chisel it again to get the snow off of it? That's my question anyway, because, like... For now, it's stuck. But this room is pretty nice. This is a nice bedroom. I can actually go get rid of the old one. Saying Google to the rescue. We'll check the Google in a moment. I don't think I have any other use for this bed. Let's see. Well, it burns for 40 seconds. That's something. This might be future campfire fuel or something. Let's do that. And have a little food ourselves. There we go. It just suddenly really brightened and warmed up in here. It was kind of nice. I know there's a few other things we could do today in-game, but like, sometimes this is a good way to just end the night. I'll actually Google that real quick on my phone, but I'm not gonna alt tab it. I'm just gonna check my phone because I don't want to just change from this spot. Sitting by the crackling fire, got your cat laying with you. It's cold and terrifying outside, but we finally got a home here. It's pretty nice. Like, before it was not a bad house. But actually having, like, a nice bedroom is really, really game-changing. No, so chisel, snow, vintage story. Let's see. Fixed snow layers on chiseled surfaces. It's introduced by a mod, but that I'm not using that mod. It might be we do have to chisel it again, though. Let's see. Sad snowy bug with chisel blocks. Little gaps in snow don't disappear. Rainy noise with Atya while stew bubbles. Yeah. Look, those, like, chill atmosphere games, I use a lot of them while I'm drawing and stuff. I know we can chisel. I know we could chisel, actually. I don't know what I'm gonna make it from. But, hold on. Cobblestone's not gonna work for that. But, I know what I should make. I should make a... He's not gonna use it because, like, he's a true cat. I should make a bed for Goober. I think that would be a really cool, like, little thing to have here somewhere. Also, once we kill a bear, we'll put a bear rug here or something. But, like, I'm thinking I can make him a bed for chiseling, maybe. I don't know what, though. Because most of the chisel materials, understandably, are hard materials. But if the idea works later, we'll do it. Maybe we'll, like, use 2 blocks for it, so it's kind of wide, because Goober's kind of big. He's a big boy. It says size small, reach your way low, but, like... You see the paunch on him, he's a big boy. That's a good cat. Let's go check upstairs, because if that's not gone... Yeah. I think I'll grab the chisel and the hammer. And we'll see if that is what it takes real quick. Where did I put the hammer? The hammer's inside, that's what. Oh. Hammer. Chisel. Let's see how well this works. I love how stance up you have to be while chiseling. No? Whoa. No, janky. Janky, janky. Shit. Oh no. Oh no, my fireplace. Hold on, let's fix that. Oh Jesus. What are we doing here? I just want the snow. Gone. Oh Jesus. We might have to remake the fireplace. It's not the hardest thing, but like, you know what? I got more slabs. It's not the worst thing to do. Besides, Goober isn't supposed to be up here. Actually, no, we just need to reset them. Okay. This could be much worse. That one piece, I think, is gone, sadly. The one I was fucking with. There we go. So, obviously having this little open gap here is kind of nice. I could, like, make some kind of barrier thingy. I don't know out of what, though. Like, you know how modern fireplaces have the, folding out protection thing? Sorry. Sometimes this game really does just, like, leave me a little... This game is really charming on the side of just chilling. Because even right now, while I'm trying to fix up this fireplace, just the snow coming down around the window and stuff is just wow. I've experienced winters like that before, so... It's a certain kind of nostalgia, a certain kind of comfy that you wouldn't expect in a silly little game like this. Oh. Get back inside. X, there we go. And that. Okay. What time is it? Warm lighting makes it comfy too. Yeah, it does. Like, that is one thing I will miss when I get the lanterns, because the lanterns are more bright. I would like to find torch holders, actually. I can make them when I get the materials for them, but I think a torch holder... I think for the house, these might be better. The aged torch holder is like a special one you can find in the caves. Torch cactus, fascinating. But I think I want to stick those in the house, at least during the winter, because, like, it is profoundly comfy with these lighting. Hold on, how much to get a rug? What does a rug take? They're sold, that's what. I need to catch a carp. I need to catch fish to mount. Having some mount, like, ooh, what if we could get, like, a mounted fish to put right here? I think that would be really nice. Well, it's 2,300 in game, and it's a bit past that for me, so we're gonna go ahead and get some rest. I think I'll need to get a table up here later. But it's getting late. I'm getting tired. Ah, Epi shrimp. Epi is right. The eepy shreepy of Ebby shrimpy sleep. Oh, we sleep longer, which is kind of nice, actually. We woke up at 8. That's actually kind of refreshing, to not wake up in the middle of night. How are we on hunger? Yeah, I know, you're hungry. I will try and hunt something for you, Goober. Just you wait, but then I might have to wait until next stream. And I just gotta keep ignoring the chickens. I just gotta keep ignoring the chickens. That's all I can say. The furthest distance from them to get more chickens. Still. Small survey of the land. If there's any prey for Goober. This is nice not waking up at ass crack, things will still try to attack me phase of the day. Apparently the bed is really comfy. I wish I could just automatically get 8.5 hours of sleep with no problem. You know, this is why I hate video games. They really live up to the... I know the joke is like the male fantasy, but they live up to people's fantasies. And really, mine would be just sleeping that kind of straight. Just that long. World's not kind to the pocket shrimp. No, it is not. Not for sleep, anyway. Unfortunately, I don't always sleep the best. And part of that is I'm a very light sleeper. Working for 10 to 12 hours, I would too. Yeah. And I put the syrup through their paces. That's everyone. We can be. We can be nice to shrimp. Thank you, Joseph. Where is... No, we should probably go check the forest. And hope we don't find a bear not hibernating. Actually, that is a mod I would have... That was something I'd have expect to be in the game. would be that bears hibernate, and that's one thing that makes winter a little safer. Or at least it cuts the bear spawn rate down a ton, because there are bears that don't hibernate and they're kind of insane. But most of them do. It's just the ones that don't are the ones you gotta be scared of. Because they're just desperate. In general, though, bears are terrifying. Don't fuck with bears. They're very cute. If not friend, why friend shaped is real, but also, man. Don't fuck with them. Weird. The water and the ice here is doing some weird stuff. Really, this is telling me it's next year I need to prep better for winter a bit. Even if we have enough, like, grown food for winter, from, spring and stuff. There's always more you can do. There's always more prep you can make. And the pit is empty. She gives us no gifts this day. Alright. I don't think I want to fuck around in the forest too much, because there are the bears. So we'll head back. If we see something, we see something. Oh, I'm not sure how good I'm gonna be at seeing something without my eyes are feeling a little hurty. Don't mess with the wildlife, hmm? See you later, Stinky. That is such a good video. It's one of those, like... It's one of those, like, vines I can just quote. I think that was a vine before it became other stuff. It gives off the impression of one point being a vine. Vine was the better one of those, mind you. I still miss... Every day I think of its passing makes me just a little sad. Because it was just better. Slightly less brain rotty of a short form content place, and sadly it was the one that didn't survive. Because somehow it had a lot of the less pervasive tactics that a lot of short form stuff does now. My brain rot is superior to your Grace's little dance tick turd. That's a good one. Our glorious brain rot. Your shitty meme dance. Alright, let me save and leave the world here. Hopefully... Alright. I'm hoping OBS cooperates here. Oh,